Good evening and welcome to Bill Ruple Stadium. As we are here for the matchup between the Ruston Bearcats, who come in with a record of 4-0 as they take on the Neville Tigers, who also come in undefeated at 4-0. Tigers looking to face the Bearcats in the 98th all-time meeting between these two schools. And we sat down with Coach Tannehill this past Wednesday night. Let's see what Coach Tannehill had to say about this matchup.
Welcome back as we're watching some new commercials that we produced this week as, Will Enders.
Yes, Will Enders.
He does what he does.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad y'all get the laugh out of some of that.
Hey, before we get too deep into our fifth segment here, let's talk about some of your players of the week, sponsored by Origin Bank from last Friday night. Had a couple of good ones, good performances here. Let's talk about let's start with Taylor Quinn.
Taylor Quinn, he's been playing solid all year for us at center. We had him on the show last week, just doing an outstanding job for us. He graded real high the other night. Our offensive line played outstanding, so he made our player of the week.
Defensively,
Jaden Webb, man, he's had a motor. He's had a great year so far. We're going to have a great effort out of him and some of the other guys on the defensive line Friday night. But he had a great night the other night. Man, he's got a motor that just doesn't quit. So, again, these two guys are going to play heavily for us Friday night against those Bearcats.
Yeah, you talk about these Ruston Bearcats. They sit with a 4-0 record. Yes, I know people have told me put it 3-1 or whatever. Look, they did lose to Warren Easton, but Warren Easton hadn't played an eligible person. So, it's 4-0, and they come in highly ranked in Class 5A. Tigers highly ranked in Class 4A. But anytime, this is the second longest rivalry in
state of
Louisiana behind Haynesville and Homer. We say it every year. Every year. I think there's maybe a 5 or 6 game differential. Neville a little bit heavier on the win side than Rustin, but anytime these two get together, very rarely is it a blowout or a big win. It's always a tight contest. It could go either way, no matter how good Neville's supposed to be or how good Rustin's supposed to be. It always seems to just kind of come back and respect the rivalry. So maybe before we get into this year's rivalry, you played in some Neville-Rustin games. I know you talk about Taylor. There's been coaches that played in that. We've witnessed these games for as long as I've been alive.
I'll go all the way back to the 70s when Coach Gary Roberts and Phil Roark and Bob Lane and those guys played. And in the 80s, of course, you had the Maurice Nelsons, Conroy Hines, Courtney Wallace's dad.
Yeah, big Courtney.
Oliver Lawrence. Those great Neville and Rustin teams went head-to-head. And they beat each other. They both broke 2 of the longest winning streaks. Rustin broke ours, and then we broke theirs later, in that early 80 period. Then you move on to the late 80s when I played, my brother played. We beat Rustin in the
regular season
for the district championship. They won the state championship. My brother plays, Raymond Malcolm, Brad Laird, the coach of Northwestern.
The 90 team.
The 90 team was the national champion team.
Yeah.
So there's been some great teams that played each other. It's a great football game. It's a great atmosphere every year we play. Since Coach Ball and I have been coaching against each other, it's been 3 unbelievable ball games all the way down the wire, all 3 games. And, one of them was in 3 overtimes. The other one we won in the last 30 seconds of the game on a long pass. And then last year we had a 2-minute drive, went all the way down to about the 20. It's been a heck of a ball game. It's fun to be a part of this. This is a playoff atmosphere that you get in week 5. It helps prepare you for physical football teams. Anytime that we play each other, it's going to be physical. So we're going to try to match that physicality this week and try to get after their tails a little bit.
The past few years, a lot of the talk has been about the high-profile recruits on our side of the football or our side of the town. Rustin, it's kind of flipped back to Rustin's side. You've got some high-profile guys.
There's some real good corners and some defensive linemen. And linebackers.
You got a young receiver. You got some defensive linemen that are over there. They play well up front. I mean, any Rustin team you go, you're going to have to do some or try to figure out a way to deal, especially with that defensive front.
Oh yeah, they're very, most of them are back from last year, so that half their defense is back from last year. The other half played a lot. The defensive front. We've worked all week on things that we can do to manipulate them and try to get angles on those guys. They talk about their defense that's all you hear about every time I get interviewed. It's a question about their defense, and they do have a strong defense. But I like our defense too, Stewart. We've got some guys that play hard and fast and play physical, and we're going to have to match their physicality. But talking about their defense, you've got the corner that's, I don't know where he's going, but he's a good one. Aiden Anding.
Yeah.
You got the two big defensive ends. 24 is Monroe.
Yeah.
91 is the Guidry kid. And then the two linebackers. And this is what is really good about their defense is their ends and their linebackers play so well together. And that's how they've been stopping people. But Zarek Hill and Jaden Mayfield are both really good linebackers. So, they have good guys in secondary also that play the dogs and the safeties and that kind of stuff. But, they play good teamwork, is what they play. Great team defense and just play physical and fast. And, and I look at our defense and we do the same thing. So, obviously both those defenses are what's carried our team so far. And then, offensively we've got to try to get some points on the board and take advantage of some things that we try to find out this week, watching film and that kind of thing. But, offensively they got a young quarterback. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Physical runner. He's a pretty good thrower, but he's a physical runner, and that's the thing that worries us the most. And you got the young tailback Jordan Hayes. He's been waiting in the wings after all these good tailbacks they've had the last couple of years, and he's a good running back. But their bread and butter's up front.
Yeah.
Left tackle is Kamarian Williams, number 64. Number 54 is Cameron Vincent, I believe. I don't know how to say it last name, but they're both good. The left side is really good. And then the right side is Kalen Bradley and Sam Nation. So they're all good players. They're going to try to stuff it down our throat, play action passes. They're not hiding anything. We're really not hiding anything. We're going to do what we do. I gave a speech yesterday in our locker room that big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And this is a big-time game for both teams. And we have to make plays. Last year we came up a little short. The year before we made some plays. Year before that they made some plays. And so it's it's just one of those games where our best guys and even the guys that are just going to play a little bit, they've all got to step in and do their part. And it's got to be a team win this week for sure because we got our hands full, and but it's going to be a fun game to coach and be a part of and be at for the fans.
It definitely is, and if you want to be a fan at this game, you need to get out there and watch this live, as these games have always been. It's always one of my favorite games to go to. Growing up as a kid,
never missed
Neville Rustin game. I didn't miss one. I haven't missed one since 1976, I think. So, but as we get through this, there still are a couple of tickets. You can get some reserve seats. You can go by and see Miss Joy on Friday. She's going to be out tomorrow, I believe.
She's going to be grandma tomorrow.
Congratulations to Miss Joy on all that as well. But Friday we'll have some reserve seats available. Also, you get there early. You need to get there early. There's been a lot of stuff going on around campus as well, and a
big pep rally Friday morning.
Big pep rally. Remind you can buy the gold T-shirts there in the Tiger Den in Joy Carlson's office. What are those? $20 for the T-shirts? Yeah, $20
$20 for the T-shirts.
All the fans are gold. The students, it's going to be a blackout. But either way, it's a lot of stuff going on at Bill Ruple Stadium, and also as we're talking about that, we want to wish. Best wishes and prayers, Coach Alan Wise. It looks like as he recovers from his latest surgery.
Came home today after his operated on his second kidney. So, man, without him, hadn't been for Will and Coach Aiken, Coach Dozier, you know, I'd kind of be lost this week. They've stepped in his place. But he does so much for our school and for me as our football ops guy. And he just, you know, prayers go out to him and his family, and just hope he heals fast and everything came all right.
And you talk about a team effort. You know, I always want to take care of that.
Team effort.
Team effort.
Well, before he left, he gave everybody their list. So he's very well organized and just helps us so much with our football program behind the scenes that nobody really knows about. But, you know, he definitely keeps me straight, you know, on the things that I have to be at and do and those kind of things. So hope he gets better soon.
All right, final words. We got a minute left.
Final words.
Come
out and support us this Friday night. It's going to be one heck of a ball game, and you know, I'm looking forward to watching our kids improve another week. And it's midway through the season. Just can't wait to get Friday night here.
Well, we can't wait for Friday night either. If you can't make it to the game, we hope you can. But if you can watch it right here on the Neville Tiger Network or listen to it on Sunny 98.3. For everybody that has joined us today, we had a lot of guests. It's been an exciting Wednesday night here at Melvin's. Don't forget about Will Anders, who's punching all the buttons. Yeah, see? There you go. Yeah, he's not waving his hands in the air to sucker in everybody for applause. But for Jordan and Sam Maria, and as well as Isaac, Jake, Coach Birch, Jeff Tannehill, thanks to everybody for making this. I'm Stewart Shelby, going to say goodnight from Melvin's. We'll be back on the air Friday as the Bearcats come to town. Stay tuned for that.
Welcome back here to the Family Solutions Counseling Press Box, as we are here every week for the Tailgate Show. As this week we have the Neville Tigers facing off against the Ruston Bearcats. Ruston and Neville clashing out a lot over the last years. 92 straight years since Neville's been alive.
1931 was the first time these two teams got together, 92 straight years, and I believe they've played 98 times. This is the 98th meeting.
Yes, it is, not 96.
Yeah, we had a debate over that earlier. But 5 playoff games and 92. This is the 92nd straight regular season game that these two teams have.
And we've had some thrillers the past couple of years. Last year came down to a final drive. The year before last, I believe.
The last 4 times these two have gotten together, I believe the total point differential has been 13 points.
That's not many.
I mean, 6 of them were last year.
I mean, you start, what was that, 2019? Was that, no, 2021.
2020 was the
Hail
COVID
Mary.
year, was the triple overtime.
Triple overtime, 4th and 46.
That's right. And then A.J. Allen
broke it
the year before that with the pass to win
I think that was in 20.
That was 21.
21,
and
yeah.
22, Rustin got us. We had a drive, got it down inside around the 30, but we had to score a touchdown, and we couldn't.
Yeah, only down 6, I think. Was it 5 or something?
It was 6, 27-21.
We were on the Bearcat balcony.
That's right. We were on
in the southwest end zone.
That's correct. But we're here this evening here at Bill Ruple Stadium, and we're ready to
see the Tigers getting ready. Go back in the locker room about, I'd say.
We're 17 minutes away from kickoff.
Yeah.
And it's a warmer night.
Very humid.
This evening than it has been in the past couple of weekends, and we'll see if that factors in on anything here this evening. But a highly touted matchup. Both teams come in undefeated. Rustin did have a loss on the field. It was a tight one against Warren Easton, but they were ruled an ineligible player. Capped that one off for them. And so Rustin 4-0, I believe ranked 3rd or 4th in Division I, depending on which rankings you want to go with. It was LSWA or Go Preps or wherever else.
There's so many different
Tigers
ones.
Ranked number 2 in 4A.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
No, yeah, sure. There's something.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know,
we don't really worry about rankings.
We're just out there to have fun.
That's
right.
What
I say.
So don't really know anything about playoffs or anything else. There is a big meeting coming up next Tuesday. If they can get a quorum down there in Baton Rouge and just defining select and non-select, it really looks like it's going to be divisions for playoffs going forward. So when we get to the playoffs, just don't know how many teams in each division. So that's about as much
There
as
will
I
be
know
28,
right
no matter what.
28 teams in the playoff bracket, but we don't know how many teams will
63 or 43.
There you go. So that'll be decided Tuesday, so that's about all that we can discuss right now. We're awaiting kickoff here at Bill Ruple Stadium. We're about 15 minutes away. We hope to have we may have a surprise guest join us here in the booth, and it will be a surprise for a lot of people. So we hope that he makes his way into town in time for this game. A former Rustin great, which is throw you a little curveball right there. You can think about who you may think that is. All right, the band's coming out on the field. We're awaiting the Tigers to come out of the tunnel, and while we do, we're going to take another 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll take you up to kickoff right here on the Neville Tiger Network.
Strong teams accomplish great things by working together. The Neville Tigers and Origin Bank know all about the value of teamwork and the positive impact it has within a community. These strong teams have joined forces to support the Salvation Army of Monroe, offering a helping hand to an outstanding organization that serves people in need throughout Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville High School have strengthened our community for generations and are proud to continue to enrich the lives of others. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
Truck accidents are different from car accidents. With trucks, you've got federal regulations that may apply all over the land. You need an attorney who's experienced in handling these cases, who knows all those federal laws, and has years of experience fighting for our clients.
Whether you're dining in or grabbing to go, at Nukes, we love to share great food, to delight with new flavors, to celebrate every bite. Join us at Nukes Eatery.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive.
If you've been injured in
Mama DeLuca's pizzas are custom made, fresh to order right in front of you. We offer 3 different sizes of pizza, 9, 12, or 14 inch. Mama DeLuca's pizza is prepared to your order. The pizza cooks in less than 3 minutes. We have 16 different toppings to choose from, 8 unique sauces to complete your pizza. In addition to pizzas, we offer to our customers boneless wings with your choice of a dipping sauce. Mama DeLuca's Pizza offers delicious garlic Parmesan breadstick, freshly made to order pasta noodles. We're Mama DeLuca's Pizza in the Subway on Lammy Lane, and we hope to see you soon.
Welcome back here to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. I'm Will Anders. Hey, Robert.
Hey, Will. How you doing today?
Great. About 11 minutes away from kickoff. Big game tonight. Undefeated matchup.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 powerhouses like y'all talked about earlier. This game has been this is a familiar game to the folks around here. You go back to the old 2-5A days. District, the Rustin, Neville, West Monroe.
Played for state championships.
Yeah.
Got a couple on the video board during the pregame.
That's right. And 2 powerhouse programs. In the last 3 years, this game has been a close one every year. It's been a great football game. 3 years ago, we played at Grambling. That was kind of the COVID year. Went into, I think, double overtime. And Rustin pulled it out. Then y'all talked about it in the pregame, I believe, and AJ the next year here at home we won on the fourth down, last play of the game, and caught a ball and won the game there on the last play. And then last year was a great game at Rustin, just couldn't quite finish there, and expect nothing but that tonight. It's going to be one in the trenches, no doubt. Rustin is big and physical. On both sides of the football, offensive line and defensive line, and their defensive line is very active. You watch them on tape, and they're in the backfield a lot. So.
Yeah, and they're coming off a very big win last week against Lafayette Christian. Granted, they're 2A, but that's like OCS and Ouachita last night. When you have good players, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Lafayette Christian probably one of the best teams in Class 4A, 2A by numbers, but they dominated that game in the first half. Now, LCA made it close. They have a 5-star quarterback in Jawan Johnson. He had 5 turnovers against the Ruston Bearcats, including a pick 6.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what separated this football game, or that football game, was the 2 interceptions that Ruston's defense were able to get and return for touchdowns and put points on the board. Ruston's offense, I believe, only scored 15 points against Lafayette Christian. So those 2 turnovers plus the other 3 put that game away for Ruston there. And
I mean, they were in a tight ball game with Warren Easton.
Yep. They had Ruston
Jesuit.
Has not blown anybody out.
No, but they're playing a tremendously hard schedule.
Yep. And they're going to run the football, shorten the game by possessions, and try to control the line of scrimmage. And we've got to not give them easy turnovers and try to score when we have the ball.
Exactly. We welcome back in Stewart to the broadcast booth.
Rustin coming out of the visitor side locker room, getting ready to take the field here. We're about 9 minutes away from kickoff here. The stands are starting to fill up. It's a playoff-like atmosphere here in Week 5 of this 2023 season. We're glad you joined us here on the Neville Tiger Network, and we hope to bring you a heck of a ball game here tonight. So, as you played at Rustin a few times.
Yeah, thinking back, sophomore year, Rustin was ranked number 2 in 5A, and we beat them here at Bill Ruple on Andy Jones called a flat route and took it to the house with about 5 minutes left to put us ahead. And then my senior year, we beat them here in Ruple, and we won on a quarterback sneak.
Yeah.
I scored with maybe a couple of minutes left and put us ahead there. So, in my mind, this matchup is always a battle of the trenches. It's a close game, and as we've seen over the last 3 or 4 years, that's what this game has produced. This is high school football in Louisiana, this right here. So, it's going to be a fun game to watch.
Very rarely has this game been a blowout.
Right.
A couple of years ago, I think it was 6 or 7 years ago, we were at Rustin, and Rustin took it to us pretty good.
Yep.
A couple of times Neville got them, especially in that late,
like
2008, 2009.
Yep.
Rustin was going through a little period right there. And then the previous, I think it was the 90 team that Rustin was a national championship team that beat us 44-14, which I think is one of the best high school football teams ever assembled.
Yep.
That 1990 Ruston Bearcat team. So you see the spirit groups lined up as they await the Tigers to come out of the locker room. And the scoreboard clock says 6:43. And it's Will's got on the scoreboard. Will's produced a lot of videos and like a nice little montage here. So starting to figure out this press box here at Bill Ruple Stadium, getting all the nuances figured out. So we're just about ready to welcome the Tigers to the field. Rustin tonight wearing all white tops, white pants, red piping, and the red helmets with the R on the side. Tigers in all black tonight. Black pants, black helmets, black jerseys with the yellow stripe. They look ready in that end zone. Coach Tannehill at the pep rally today said this was the best week of practice he's had as the head coach at Neville. So we'll see if that's good or bad.
Well, as a coach, that's what you want to see. That helps you feel good going into Friday night. Play with confidence, coach with confidence, and that's what we're going to need tonight. Win, lose, or draw, this is a great game for the Tigers.
It definitely is. I mean, Coach Tannehill's waving his finger in the air saying it's time to go. And here come the Tigers. They do look ready to go. I have to say, and not to sound too homerish, but I do like the all-black uniform.
Yeah, no doubt. This was my favorite uniform when I played here, obviously many moons ago. But the all-black at night, it looks good.
Student sections is in a blackout this evening as well. And all the students we have working for us are all nice dressed in black. So good pep rally today, and it's now finally time for a little football to be played. So as we'll get to the captains here let's start off with Rustin. As I look across the field, 44 is Joe Monroe. Number 47 is Landon Jones. And number 35, John Robert Shear. For the Tigers, you're going to have number 21, that's Vincent Busher. And I'm trying to remember from earlier, but Jaden Webb is covering up the next guy. So I can't see. It's Amon Fuller is who it is. It's the quarterback, Amon Fuller. It finally came to me. As we await the coin toss here.
After the flipping of the coin, we will have our moment of silence and national anthem.
All right, there. Looks like they're going to go out and flip the coin now. Kind of throwing a curveball.
Geeking the referee's schedule there, yeah.
Yep. So when we do that, we will check in for the first time with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter Jason Ewing as we await the captains
from Rustin
to meet at the 50-yard line.
Joe Morrow, number 47.
Stands are packing in here. Real quick.
Landon Jones.
Let's throw it down to Jason there on the sidelines.
First, congratulations on being chosen. For your Tigers, number 12.
He calls.
Ron Fuller. Number 21.
It is tails. You win the toss.
Vincent
First, you want to kick away from the clock. Which clock you want to kick away from? That clock's not working. Y'all want to kick it? You gonna kick it this way? All right. Black right there, white right here.
Looks like Rustin has won the toss and deferred, and Neville will take over or take the ball to start this. Neville's backs will be at Forsyth Avenue, running north to south. So we're just about ready to get going here, and we're about to turn it over to Neville PA announcer Ronnie Shelby for the opening comments as well as our national anthem.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise. Removal of your caps for a moment of silence, meditation, followed by our national anthem. Amen. And now, for our national anthem, the Neville High School Marching Band.
A great job by the Neville Tiger Band as they play the national anthem, and we are ready for a little football here. Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane, Jason Ewing bringing you tonight's broadcast. of this Week 5 matchup, Rustin versus Neville. First half of tonight's game is presented by our good friends, the Falks, at Sleepy Hollow Furniture on the corner of 9th and Louisville in Monroe. Home furnishings, bedding, patio furnishings, high-quality stuff. You need to go by and check them out. This weekend would be a great time to go do it. Maybe before you go to the ULM game, as App State is in town. Tigers are going to send a couple back deep to receive. Jay Sean White will be the deepest. Jakeem Reitzel to the far side, and you see Caleb Vaughn to the near side. That's number 99, Will Finley, set to kick it off for the Bearcats. Thankfully, he's the only one with silver numbers because everybody else has red numbers. Approaches the ball, and we're off. It's going to be a pooch. Reitzel's going to have it around the 28-yard line. Cuts around an initial block. He's going to be wrestled out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that's where the Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Yeah, Rustin showed that on film on every game. They're going to pooch punt it to about the 25-yard line, and actually they got a turnover in one of their games. The ball bounced short, didn't recover it, so our receivers or returners are going to have to do a good job of going up catching the ball like that. They try to use the boundary as their friend and just force you out and start playing defense just like they had and eliminate returns. So let's see what the Neville offense can get going here.
Jingina and Vaughn are your two receivers to the near side. That's Hanlon on the far side. They bring Vaughn in motion. They're going to turn, hand this off to Jalen Nichols. He's fighting for yardage. He may have a couple, and that's it. Short two. Let's call it one. 2nd down and 9 now for the Tigers.
Yeah, just ran the inside zone play there, and looked like they had a little penetration there. And then you're going to see that with this Rustin defense. The linebackers are very aggressive. Number 21 and 22 are very good players, and then their defensive front is very active in the background.
Mayfield and Hill are all over the place.
Yeah,
and their front seven's as good as anybody in the state.
No doubt about it. And they're coached by Kyle Williams, a former NFL football player.
Yeah, he's not bad.
Yeah.
All right, once again, Vaughn motions across to the far sideline. He retreats. They're going to turn. They hand this to Nichols again. Not much going. He's going to get a yard and then be pushed back. A couple of plays, a couple of yards. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. The interior of that Rustin defensive line isn't biting on that option look.
You got to press the outside before they start paying attention to that. So, they've got their ears pinned back. 3rd and about 8 here. So, see what they got up their sleeve.
Fuller looking to pass. He's just going to have to throw this one away. Vaughn over here to the near sideline looked like he had a crease, but Fuller didn't have time to see him as the Ruston Bearcat rush got to him.
Yeah, we just tried to run the hitch in the corner route, and Fuller went to the far side over there, and Ruston did a good job of covering it, and it was kind of a coverage pressure there. Fuller had time to throw the ball, but nobody was open. He retreated and just had to throw it out of bounds, forced to punt here on 4th down.
All right, Jake Deal standing around his own 23-yard line. Is that number 5 back there? Number Nate Johnson?
Yeah, I believe it's 5.
Back to receive. He's standing at his about 27. Deal gets the punt away. A nice punt. It's going to be fair caught at the 31-yard line. And now it's Rustin's turn. Tigers go 3 and out on their first drive. Now Rustin will take over with 10:21 to go in the first quarter.
Yep, and, offensively and defensively, Neville's going to have to buckle their chin strap tonight and play physical. You saw right there our first offensive drive. Rustin was just more physical than us up front. Defensively here, we're going to have to stop the downhill running game. That's what they're going to be in the eye. 1-2 tights most of the night, and they're going to be running downhill.
Quarterback tosses. That's Brantley. Tries to get it to Hayes, and the Tigers stop for a nice loss. Good pressure there from the right side on that Tiger defense.
Yeah, good job there. The speed of the Neville defense, we were able to get up the field, and they were running the lead toss there, and there was nothing there for the Rustin running back.
Jaden Webb forced that play into Robert Graves, who made that tackle in the backfield. Loss of 5 on the play, 2nd down and 15 now for the Bearcats. Again, they turn, hand the football off. That's number 26, Dylan Brooks, on the carry. He gets those lost yards back to the 31, and it's 3rd and 10 now for the Bearcats.
And this is exactly what Coach Collins wants to create. You want to have success on 1st down, 2nd down, create 3rd and longs. This Rustin offense doesn't operate too well when they're 3rd and long. They want to stay on course and keep the chains moving. As you see, now they're in the shotgun and they're 4 wide. It's not what their real identity is. So let's see what happens here on 3rd down.
Tom Brantley back to pass. The pass is complete, but a short gain as Jamar Woods is forced out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 7, and the Bearcats switch jerseys out. And it's going to be Finley back to punt this football away. Jakeem Reitzel back deep to receive for the Tigers.
Yeah, great job by the Tiger defense there. That's exactly what you wanted to see.
There's the snap. The punt is away. Reitzel comes up, fair count. Nice job by Reitzel
Terrific
to come
job.
up and fair catch that ball. They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line of Neville, but that saved them a lot of yards.
Yeah, Stewart, it may save you 2 or 3 first downs that you have to get. I mean, I've seen Rustin punt it on their tape, and the ball rolls another 20 yards. Well, that's 2 first downs that you have to make as an offense against a very tough defense. So good job there by the returner for Neville of fair catching it and just catching the ball. We don't need a big return. Just catch it and save the yardage.
Now comes Fuller. He's got Nichols behind him. They're going to run. It's going to be the option. Nichols tries to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might get a yard. I think that's going to be about it. Well covered by that Bearcat defense. One of the Tiger receivers, that might have been Vaughn, was lucky he didn't get called for a hold.
I know. I saw that. If you watch right there, those safeties, they were downhill. They were up there at the line of scrimmage making that play. They've seen that play on tape. This is a very, very well-coached football team, especially defensively. So, we may have to take some shots. They're manned up. They're pressed up. They're taking the hitch away. So it's one-on-one outside for a deep shot that you may have to take to loosen this defense up.
Tamarian Wade into the game right here as Nichols. He couldn't get to the corner. It looked like he couldn't outrun the end. That was Jordan Guidry forcing him down, and he just went down as –
Yeah, it looked like maybe a misassignment there. We left Guidry unblocked. Either that or
it was Nate Johnson that had gotten past his block. I think that's more – he saw that, and there was really nothing he could do.
Right.
And he went down for a 5-yard loss back to the 32-yard line. And now 3rd and 15 for the Tigers. Tigers trying to establish that run here and not having much success early on. Fuller back to pass. He's going to take it himself. He's got running room up the middle. Helmet's going to come off, but he's going to have a sonic drive-in first down as he was chased down from behind. Nice little play call there. Obvious passing down. They sent the receivers deep, and there was some room to run for Fuller.
Yeah, I love the play call there. Fuller's going to have to come out of the game because his helmet came off. So we'll see Sampanera in the game for this play. But a huge first down. That gives you confidence, maybe get in the rhythm here. Fuller's got to, have his eyes peeled and not try to take such a shot.
Well, he came from behind.
He smoked him.
All right, 1st and 10 Tigers from their own 47-yard line. Sampanero looking to pass. He's got Vaughn, who's beat his man. He just overthrows him. Tigers take a shot there, and Vaughn had beat his man, and it just was a little too deep.
Yeah, not a bad throw. Sampanera comes in off the sideline, and he's asked to throw a big play touchdown there, and we just missed it. I mean, just out of the reach of Vaughn. Great play call there. You have success, get a first down, try to take a shot, and that's the shot that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score from Bill Ruple Stadium. Sampanero calls his own number, and he's going to be cut down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Sampanero up the middle.
Yeah, the inside run game has not been effective yet. We haven't been able to handle the front four of this Rustin defensive line, and that's it's part of it. You knew that going into it. You watch them on film, and there hadn't been anybody really handle them all year.
No. Ahmad Bro is the guy to watch, number 24 there. He's on the left end. He is a 6'4", 267-pound senior that I believe is committed to LSU. All right, we've reached the 6-minute mark. That's the hydration timeout, so we'll take a break as well. 1-minute break. We'll be back on the other side with more Neville Tiger football.
Do you suffer from frequent back or neck pain? Were you in an accident and can't get rid of those constant aches? Maybe you're someone who deals with chronic migraines and tension headaches. It might be time to see how Martinez Chiropractic can help you. The goal of Martinez Chiropractic is to reduce or eliminate pain in just a few sessions using the latest in chiropractic technology. Don't suffer in pain another day. Call Martinez Chiropractic today at 318-654-4310 or see him in person, 1828 Tower Drive in Monroe.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today.
Sampanero rolls to his right. He's got a man. That's Zealand Young at around the Rustin 45-yard line. Tigers have a decision to make. That was an 8-yard completion. 4th down and 2 now for the Tigers early in this ball game.
Yeah, looking like they're going to keep the offense on the field here. 4th down and a long 2. It may be 3 here.
Tigers got to get to the 43-yard line. Tiger crowd trying to come alive here. Going to turn, hand this to Nichols, and the push is going to get him across the 40. Nice job by the Tiger offensive line. He was held up right at the line to gain, and that offensive line pushed him over the
very gutsy call right there to keep running the inside run, and Neville finally got a push when they needed it to create that, to get that first down. Looks like we jumped off sides now.
Yeah, the Tigers trying to go tempo, and they're going to mark that back 5 yards, back to the 45-yard line of Rustin. It's going to make it 1st down and 15. But
yeah, that's the penalties you want to try to eliminate, especially against a good defense. You get a little rhythm going. You get 2 first downs, convert a 4th down there, and then you get a penalty. It backs you up. We got to try to overcome this right here.
All right, 1st down, 15. A turn, hand this. This is White. He's going to get a couple, and that's it. Out to the 40, well, they're going to say, 43-yard line of Rustin. Make it 2nd down and 13 now for the Tigers.
Deshaun White.
And we're gonna have to stretch this Rustin defense in the running game to the outside. We tried the speed option. They did a good job, but we got to get Vaughn out in space, and even the quarterback.
2nd down and 13 for the Tigers. Sampanero still in at quarterback for the Tigers. There's the snap. Sampanero looking to throw. He's got a man. That's Tristan Dumas fighting for yardage at around the 35-yard line. But a nice gain of about 8 on that play for the Tigers. Makes it 3rd and manageable. 3rd down and let's call it 6.
You know, Dumas was somebody that would showed out against Evangel, kind of just came onto the scene, and he's been nothing but steady for this wide receiver core this year. And I believe is he a sophomore or junior?
Trendon is a junior.
Yeah. He's been a pleasant surprise.
Sampanero is going to call his own number. He's going to be close to the first down. He gets across the 30 or right to the 30. He's going to be about a yard short where they're going to spot the football. The Tigers bring in some big guys, a couple of tight ends in here for this 4th down play. 3:42 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. Tigers trying for their second 4th down conversion of this drive.
That's what it takes in games like this. We got a flag.
That might be a legal substitution on Neville. Coach Tannehill can't believe it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes. One of the receivers didn't come out.
Vaughn didn't come out.
So the Tigers are going to take a timeout now. That's one you'd wish you have back, especially at 4th and 1, trying to get everybody in there. They were switching players out, but it didn't switch enough.
No.
Are they called? I think are they going to call the penalty or give them the timeout? That's what Coach Ball, as we're keeping it here on this timeout, I don't think they're going to step this penalty off. I think that might have been Coach Tannehill saying I'd gotten a timeout in there, but nope, they're picking it up now. Okay.
Well, we can't go. Are we going? Do they know that?
They know they got a 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
Still going for it here from the 35. 4th and 6. Tigers still going to go for it right here. A receiver to each side. Sampanero looking to throw. That's a miscommunication. Samp was trying to throw the out. Watley never cut.
I don't know if it was RPO or if Bradley Hanlon was running a slant and out. And just got called up. I don't know what the play call was, but
Coach Birch was talking to Bradley there on that one. So it seems as though he might have
had a little miscommunication.
All right, either way, so the ball turns over on downs, and Rustin takes over at their own 34-yard line, or actually 35. Where are they? There's the ball coming in. Okay, they're going to spot it. It should be at the 35, and it is. All right. There's a handoff. That's Hayes, and he is tripped up by Robert Graves. You know, Brantley, the junior quarterback, first-year starter here for Rustin. And you talked about Jordan Hayes. They call him the Jet because he can really get it going. He gained 8 on that play.
Yeah, he can go, and they run him on the inside, and they get him out on the perimeter, and he, like I said, he can really go.
Under center is Brantley. They're going to try the quick toss out into the near side, and they've got it complete, and out across the 50 goes number 13, Jamar Woods. The Bearcats with their first down of the ball game. Comes with 2:40 to go here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Neville's playing off at corner there, and they're just throwing the freeze route. You just stand up, throw it to him, and let him be one-on-one with the corner.
Once again, under center is Brantley. Pitches it out to Jet. There's a flag on the play. That's probably going to be a hold. Hayes gets a nice gain of about 9, but let's see what this is. It's going to be a hold against the Bearcats.
The big Brody Watley's shoulder pads hanging out, and I saw it. They stretched it. They were holding him as he was trying to get away to try to make the tackle. So fortunate holding call there. That was a big gain there by the Bearcats, but it was all produced by the hold that's going to back them up 10.
Against Rustin. 10 yards on the spot of the foul.
All right, so that's going to back it up from the 50 to the 40. So That'll make it first down and
41-yard line.
at the 41. So it's actually going to be first down and 20. Okay. All right, here's Brantley. He's going to take it himself. He's going to be cut down at around the 48-yard line of Rustin.
Ball came out late, but I believe he was down by contact. It just ran the veer follow right there where they fake the veer and the quarterback follows the running back up in the mosh pit, and we weren't able to get our hands on him. Big gain for about 8 yards.
Yeah, 8 yards on the gain right there.
Second down and 12. Ball at the Rustin 49-yard line.
All right, second down. That's Brantley again. He's got a little running room. He's going to have a first down as he's tripped up across the 40.
Got a man
at
down
the 38-yard
for
line and a man down for Rustin.
Looks like 64, one of the interior linemen there.
Quarterback keeper.
That's going to be a timeout on the field for an injury. So let's take a quick timeout as well. Let's take a 30-second timeout, and we'll check back in. Still no score here from Neville High School with 1:44 to go in the first.
Call David's Mobile Detail and Power Wash for all your detailing and power washing needs and soft washing capabilities, too. They detail cars, trucks, ATVs, UTVs, boats, and even planes. They offer commercial and residential hot water power washing on nearly all surfaces, including concrete, wood, and stucco. Give them a call, 547-3233, or visit them online at davidsmobiledetail.com or stop by 2501 Washington Street in Monroe. David's Mobile Detail and Wash, proud supporter of Neville Tiger football.
Welcome back. It's looks like they're getting big number 64, I believe, one of the interior linemen up as he's being helped off the field. Looks like it was an ankle or a knee there. He's making his way off the sideline as the Neville defense is standing waiting for Rustin to come out. Rustin has had a good drive here, had some big running plays. They're 1st and 10 on about the 38-yard line headed in towards Forsyth.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Big I formation here. They've stayed under center throughout this whole drive. Brantley turns. He's going to hand it to Hayes. He breaks a tackle in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down across the 30 to the 28-yard line. And Neville, it's going to be close to a Bearcat first down.
Yeah, Neville had the guys there to make the tackle. We just didn't make the tackle. We've got to bring not just our arms and hands. You got to bring everything for these backs here that Rustin has. And I think we missed 2 or 3 tackles there, one behind the line of scrimmage or right at it, and then one just as he broke free. So another good run there by the Rustin Bearcat running back.
All right, 1st and 10. And that's going to be illegal procedure against the Bearcats. Back them up 5. I'm going to back it up to the 33-yard line. First down and 15 coming up for the Bearcats.
Step off 5 yards. 1st and 15 from the Neville 33.
Once again, Brantley on the keeper gets the penalty yards back plus a yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 9 now for Rustin as the clock ticks down.
Yeah, and it's ticking down. It's 30 seconds and counting, and it's going to be 2 possessions for each offense in the first quarter. This is going to be a condensed football game. This is what Rustin, this is what they do. It's what West Monroe did back in the 90s. They want to condense the football game, play great defense, and have long extended drives and not let your offense get out on the field.
2nd down and 9, still in that power I formation. This time they hand it off to the fullback. as that's Lander Smith, who has a nice gain out to the 20-yard line. Third down and a long one now for the Bearcats, but that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Still no score here for Bill Ruple Stadium. Rustin nothing, Neville nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute right after this.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane. And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank. And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Sleepy Hollow Furniture and the Falk family proudly support our Neville Tigers. Just like the wide variety of athletics and academics Neville excels in, Sleepy Hollow offers your premium mattresses and adjustable bases. Every kind of home furniture and just in time for your favorite season, quality in-stock patio furniture ready for the big game. Come shop your Neville Tiger family at Sleepy Hollow Furniture.
Nothing to nothing's your score as we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth here in the Sleepy Hollow first half. We're just the start of the second quarter. Rustin driving. Third down and a long yard. Well, let's call it 2. The ball is placed on the Neville 20-yard line. Bearcats have had a little success here in this I formation. They turn. This time Brantley is going to be dragged down. He's probably going to get called for the horse collar. It's the only way the Tiger defender could get to Brantley was by the back of the shoulder pads.
Yeah, great play by the Neville defender, but unfortunately, the new school football, that's a penalty. If you grab the guy by the back of the shoulder pads and drag him down, that is a penalty. And that's an unfortunate break for the Tigers because it looked like we had him stopped before the line to gain, and that's going to give them, I believe that's 15-yarder.
Well, it's going to be half the distance.
Yeah.
Ball's inside the 30.
Ball's inside the 30.
So either way, they're going to place it at the 10, and it's going to be first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Right at the 10-yard line. First and goal, Rustin.
Again from the eyes, Brantley turns. He's going to hand it to Jet, and he is engulfed in the backfield by Jaden Webb.
Yep, big play there by Webb. He broke through the line there and created a big loss there on first down.
Back to the 13 it goes. It's going to be second down and goal. Let's call it the 12. The second down and goal from the 12.
And, Stewart, this is where you got to start paying attention. I didn't say sell out, but paying attention to the play action.
Yeah.
They're inside.
Rustin has thrown one pass.
Yeah, one pass, and it was
just a screen. Yeah.
But right here, they've been running it. And one-on-one up top with their freshman receiver.
Big, tall receiver. They're going to go to him. The jump ball, and it's going to be picked. Oh, and Cam Riley, hindsight being 20/20, should have stayed in the end zone, but he looked like he had a lane down that side.
And look, the quarterback number 3 did a terrific job of making the tackle. That's huge. That's like a punt that you down inside the 5-yard line. So great job by Cam Riley. Thought he was going to be able to get up the sideline. Quarterback made a great tackle. Neville offense has got some work to do. They're going to start this drive on the 5-yard line, but a great job by the defense. They withstood a long, successful drive, and we get an interception there in the end zone to force a turnover, and that's what we have to have against a team like this.
All right, so a turnover in the end zone thwarts the Rustin threat. 10:56 to go here in the first half, and the Tigers have the ball, but it's deep in their own territory. Ball's placed at the 5-yard line. Fuller back in at quarterback for the Tigers. Going to turn and hand that off to Nichols. He is going to be stopped back to the line of scrimmage. The ball might have came out there, but his forward progress had been stopped So no gain on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 10. As the Tigers bring another big body in there. That's number 97, who I don't know who 97 is.
I don't either.
Max Southern. Okay, Max Southern wearing 97 tonight as an extra tight end.
Gotcha.
Turn and hand it again to Nichols. He's got some positive yards out to the 10. Gain of 5 on that one. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Tigers, and their job right here is just to get the ball out of the end zone.
Get breathing room. You want to get a couple of first downs. It's obviously not your main goal. Your main goal is to go score. But in a game like this, field position is a huge thing. And right now, you want to try to get it out. If you have to punt, you need a big punt to flip the field.
Watley, 1-on-1 here to the near side. Hanlon. They turn. They're going to go with the option. And well covered by the Rustin defense. They're going to get a couple, but that's it. It's going to be 4th down and 2, and the Tigers are going to have to punt this football away.
Yeah, good job. We got out. Our punter is just at the goal line here.
Yeah.
Need a good snap, and if you can get a good punt here, like I said, to flip the field, it's a huge advantage.
Ronald Findley standing around his 49. Here's the punt by Deal, and it's going to take a Rustin bounce and be downed at around the 30. Where are they going? The 38-yard line is where they'll spot it. So the Tigers get a turnover, but can't do anything with it. They punt it away back to the Ruston Bearcats, and they're going to take over on the Neville 38-yard line.
Yeah, and this has been a defensive battle as we expected tonight so far. So we'll see what Ruston can get going with their offense here. Neville's defense has done a good job. Huge turnover, like you said, there in the end zone. But we need a stop here to get the ball back before halftime.
Once again from the eye, under center is Brantley. Turns and hands it to Hayes. Nice push by the Tigers there. Hayes is going to be stopped for a loss back to the 41.
Yeah, and Brody Watley was there waiting on him as soon as he got the ball and came up with a nice tackle, along with another host of Tigers there as they broke through the line of scrimmage there to create a
loss of 3.
Loss of about 3 yards. You had to bring up 2nd and 13.
2nd down and 13 now on the 41. Bearcats have just tried 2 passes tonight. One was completed, one was picked off. Hand that again to the fullback. That's Smith. And Lander gets a couple yards back, gain of about 4 out to the 37-yard line. Be 3rd down and 9 for the Bearcats.
And this is what we talked about earlier. This is what you want to try to create for the Ruston Bearcats is 3rd and 9s, 3rd and longs. We'll see if they come out in the shotgun. There they are, shotgun right here.
Bearcats have a good kicker.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he's a 50-yard kicker.
No.
Brantley is rushed. It's in his grasp. They're still trying to fight him down, and now they're going to blow the whistle. Big sack. They're going to say his forward progress was halted at around the 44-yard line.
And that's how you play defense right there. You stop them on 1st and 2nd down, have a loss on 2nd, create 3rd and long, and let them get a little bit, and 3rd and 9, they drop back to pass. It's so predictable.
Yeah.
You pin your ears back, and you make the huge sack to put them out of field goal range and force a punt there. So we'll see here what we try to do. Do we go after this one to try to create a score on special teams?
Findley standing at his own 41-yard line. Jakeen Reitzel standing at his 10. Findley gets the punt away. It's spiraling towards the 10, and it's going to get into the end zone. So it looked like it might check up there inside the 5.
That was a prettier pass than I ever threw right there on a punt.
A nice high spiral.
Yeah, it turned over, and I was afraid that it was going to go out on the 1, but the Tigers, they're going to start on the 20. So decent field position to start this drive. 6:43 left before half, and you see how fast this game's going by. It's run game, clock doesn't stop, and you're going to go into halftime maybe with only 4 possessions in the first half.
Great job by that Tiger defense.
Yep, huge.
Nice full moon.
There's the moon.
On the horizon, there's Will Anders' moonshot. All right, 1st and 10, Fuller turns. He's going to keep it himself and nothing doing. Nice play by number 22, Jaden Mayfield. The linebacker came in, and there was nowhere for him to go with that.
These guys are very well coached. I mean, the defensive end took the running back. They had the safety right there counting for the quarterback, so nothing you can do there offensively, but try to minimize the loss and get to 2nd down here.
Loss of 4 on the play. Still surprising that the Tigers trying to test that run game. They've had some success. Really thought they'd throw it a little bit more. Throw it there. There's Hanlon, has it at the 20, makes a guy miss. He's out across the 30. He's going to have a first down for the Tigers out to the 34-yard line. That'll be a Sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down.
Yeah, good job there by Hanlon. Ran the flat route. They were playing man coverage, and he was able to catch the ball, and there was nobody there. The corner had fallen with the outside guy, and there was nothing but green grass for a first down there by Hanlon.
All right, hydration timeout here. No score. 5:54 remaining in the first half. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more Neville Tiger football right after this.
Strong teams accomplish great things by working together. The Neville Tigers and Origin Bank know all about the value of teamwork and the positive impact it has within a community. These strong teams have joined forces to support the Salvation Army of Monroe, offering a helping hand to an outstanding organization that serves people in need throughout Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville High School have strengthened our community for generations and are proud to continue to enrich the lives of others. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
A shot of the student section. It's a blackout night here for the Tigers. Fuller, once again, back to pass. He lets one fly. He's got Vaughn, and a nice play by number 1, Aiden Anding, another talented defensive back for the Bearcats.
He had a big interception last week against LCA.
He had 5 against Jawan Johnson at LCA.
And he's a great athlete. Vaughn had a step on him. Ball was just a hair underthrown, but I tell you, number 1 did a good job. He left his feet and almost intercepted that ball.
2nd down and 10 now for the Tigers. The ball is at the 34-yard line of Neville. Clock stopped, 5:47 remaining in the first half, still no score. It's been that kind of football game here in this first half. Handoff is to White. Makes a move in the backfield. Ball pops out, but goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. So a nice run on 2nd down for the Tigers. Makes it 3rd down and about 4. Gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, he did a good job of bouncing it outside. The 2 Rustin defenders were there. He just outran them to the corner. He's got to protect the ball there. Rustin did a good job of recovering, and we did make it a 3rd and 5 there.
Ball was knocked out of bounds. The clock is running for some reason. Either way, they're going to bring Dumas in motion. They throw right across the middle. There's Thomas Campbell carrying defenders across the 40 out to the 39-yard line of Rustin.
There's Little Bull. He's showing up right when we need him. That was a great throw by Fuller.
Play action.
Great play call, and good job by Little Bull Thomas Campbell right there.
Look, we talked about it that middle of the field is going to be an important spot for the Tigers, and it might be a big night for the tight ends for Neville, and that was the first big play. They hand this one off. Nothing doing. Back to the line of scrimmage goes Nichols.
You know, you'd like to see him, even though there's guys waiting on him, to hit the hole and go.
Yeah.
And even if you fall forward for a yard and a half, 2 yards, that's better than getting knocked back in behind the line of scrimmage.
He's expecting somebody to be there in that hole.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so no gain on first down by the Tigers. It's 2nd down and 10.
And look, in yards in games like this mean everything.
We've reached the 4-minute mark here in the second quarter. Fuller rolls out. He's looking for the little dump pass. He just throws it away, and then an extra shove out of bounds goes Fuller. No flag, as he was being chased by Jaden Mayfield.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't throw a roughing the passer right there.
I think based on that throw, he might have gotten pushed while in bounds.
Yeah,
because that ball
it
went
straight into the ground.
Exactly. So 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. Swap out tight ends. Stacked receivers to the near side. You got Zeeland Young split out wide to the far side. They move Vaughn across the formation. He'll reset. Fuller rolling to his right. They're looking for the throwback. There's Campbell. He breaks a tackle at the 41. He's still on his feet. Lowers his shoulder at the 30.
Throw the flag.
And then an extra. There
it is.
Flag.
Yep.
What was a first down is going to even be a better first down, as 15 yards are going to be tacked on to the end of this one. Nice, tough run from Thomas Campbell after the catch.
Yeah, get him some water and get him back in there.
I think his helmet might have came off.
Yep. But a great play call. And we're going to benefit from the antics after the play. They slammed Thomas Campbell down while he was out of bounds. It's going to give us another 15 yards.
That was Jordan Guidry who drew the flag. They got to start this from where they need to start it. It's going to be half the distance.
Yeah, that's right. It's inside the 30.
Yep. So the ball is going to be placed. Let's see where they spot it. The 14 or the 15-yard line.
Half the distance from the 29.
Well,
we missed out on a yard. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Full 15.
1st down and 10 for the Tigers, the best field position they've had all night. It's on the Rustin 15-yard line. Fuller from the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, and he puts his head down, gets a few, out to the 12-yard line he goes. Gain of 3 on first down. It's 2nd down and 7 now for Neville.
And look, as things get tight in here, you get inside the 20, you got to fall forward. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every yard matters, and that's what I was talking about a minute ago. Fuller did a good job of taking that run to the Rustin defense and falling forward for 3 yards. That's better than getting tackled at the line of scrimmage. So, creates a 2nd and 7 here. You got my little handling down here one-on-one. May pay attention to that. We'll see.
Simaj Jones.
Looks like they're playing the
coverage.
safety.
They're putting bringing the safety Crow over to his side. They're going to move the tight end from the left side to the right side. They're going to turn, hand this off. No, that's going to be Fuller. He cuts at the 5, and he's going to be tripped up inside the 5 to the 3-yard line, and that'll be another sonic drive-in first down, and the Tigers have it 1st and goal, and here comes the big boys.
Yeah, great job by Fuller. I mean, that's a huge run to create a first down. Looks like we're going to be on about the 4-yard line going in.
Let's check in with Jason Ewing, a Marion State Bank sideline reporter. What you got?
The ball's actually on the 3-yard line, and the big guys are in.
Thank you, Jason.
Heck of a play by Thomas Campbell getting us down here.
Yep. You dang right. All right, here we go. Fuller turns, hands it to Nichols. Big scrum. Is he going to get in? They're pushing. Still no call. They're going to say he is down at about the half-yard line. One of the Ruston Bearcats came out of that with the football, but they blew it dead.
Yeah, the stuff that goes on in those scrums right there is not for the faint of heart. And a lot of times those defensive guys, they're in there punching, and the play's over with, And a lot of times the ball comes out then, and they act like they've got it. But we got to find a way to put it in here.
1 minute, 35 seconds to go here in the first half, and a timeout is going to be called by Rustin. So a timeout on the field. We'll take 1-2. We'll be back in 30 seconds. No score here from Neville. Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers." All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Let's check in with our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, Jason Ewing. Jason, you talked about the physicality down there.
Yeah, coming into the ball game, that was kind of, what we were thinking. How are we going to match up with the physicality of the Rustin front seven? And right now, the offense for Neville definitely is matching it.
All right, Tigers wanting to get that student section on their feet.
Yeah, we got to be
train package in there. They're going to turn, hand it to Nichols, and he's going to be in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. What a drive from Neville.
Yeah, great job. Huge third down conversions. Great plays by Thomas Campbell. Really worked as a unit and executed. We do have to get them coached up on offense. We don't want our crowd yelling when we're on offense,
yeah.
Especially down on the end zone like that.
Those are defensive guys.
Oh, well, I know. If they go play offense, we got to coach them up.
All right, swinging gate formation. We're going to come back to the standard point after the snap, the hold, the kick. It's good. 1:28 to go in this one. The Tigers strike first. 7-0 Neville. Will be back in 30 seconds.
It's tough being the king of the jungle. You need the best fitness gear to stay on top of your game week in and week out. That's why Shasta only knows one place to shop: Fleet Feet on Forsyth and Monroe. Shasta knows that the staff at Fleet Feet can outfit you from head to toe in the latest and greatest brands. Shoes by Hoka, On Cloud, New Balance, Brooks, and more. Socks by Belega, and Features. Apparel from Lululemon, Fiore, Brooks, and Chicken Legs will keep you feeling great while you're staying in shape. So, be like Shasta, stay fit, look cool, and shop local. Stop by Fleet Feet today.
Figures you were like.
Well, that got the student section fired up as we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Tigers set to kick it off for the first time tonight. Sergio Iliev tees it up at the 40. That comes after the Tigers punch it in from the 1. Jay Nichols with a 1-yard plunge gives the Tigers the 7-0 lead. Iliev puts this one. Is it going to be out of bounds? Angling it toward the pylon. He was about a yard shy of getting it into the end zone, and this is going to come out to the 35.
He's gotten better and better each week. He's new to campus, new to football, or American football, and each week he's able to get it. That one almost went in the end zone.
Well, it's going to be 35-yard line is where Rustin will take over with 1:27 to go. That wouldn't even confuse the PA announcer. Let's see, on that scoring drive was 12 plays, 79 yards, took 5 minutes, 16 seconds off the clock for the Tigers. Now the defense's turn to keep the Bearcats off the board here, the 2-minute drill. That pass is complete, but tackled inbounds is the Bearcat receiver. Let's see, is that number 2 over there?
Yeah,
it
like
is number
2.
2. That's Jorian Parker. Gain of 5 out to the 40. Actually, they're going to place it at the 41, gain of 6. Second down and 4 now for the Bearcats. Clock running as we've reached the 1-minute mark. Once again, Brantley back to pass, launches one deep down the sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there by Cam Riley. He was step for step with the intended receiver. That was Darius James.
Yeah, did a good job of using the sideline as his friend. Forced him right on the edge of the sideline. and then he looked back for the football. There was a little bit of contact, but the referee's not going to call it if the defender is looking back at the football trying to make the play.
3rd down and 4 for the Bearcats. Once again, Brantley from the shotgun, and that is something that the Devil defense has done consistently.
Yeah, and Coach Collins had a blitz dialed up right there on 3rd down, and they had their ears pinned back. And you gotta watch the ball. You got to turn your ears off when you're on defense, and they hard counted us and got us there for a 1st down.
The offsides is going to give the Tiger defense the opportunity to defend another set of downs, as that's a 1st down for Rustin. Once again, Brantley from the shotgun. He flips it out, and it's complete on the far sideline before the receivers run out of bounds across the 50. Where are they going to say he went out?
Coach Ball's wanting a timeout, and
they're going to say he went out of bounds. Is there a flag? The
Did he step out?
Or discussing something.
Yeah.
They've got the ball placed on the
they got a flag.
49. There is a flag.
It's going to be a personal foul, I bet. Late hit.
Yeah, that's going to be a personal foul against the Tigers.
Golly.
That's going to give the Bearcats 15 yards and a 1st down.
You jump off sides, you give them 5 yards, and then now this is a 15-yarder. This is going to put them close to field goal position. You got to be smart and disciplined and play football the correct way. You can't give teams like Rustin these easy yardage like this.
Yep. So 1st down and 10 now for the Bearcats, and the ball is placed on the Neville 34-yard line. Once again, Brantley from the shotgun. Trips receivers to the near sideline. Brantley looking to pass. He's got a man, and it's picked off.
Go!
That's not Cam Raleigh. That's Robert Graves. He's got it across. He's still on his feet. He's at the 50, and he comes in from the back. The ball pops out as
he fumbled.
As Graves is hit from behind.
Now, let's see. They're saying he's down.
They're going to say he's down. We'll see. We're waiting on the referee's call. Graves was hit hard at around the 50-yard line. Let's see if we can see it on the replay.
It was close. Couldn't really see it there. The guy came from the sideline. It was a receiver.
It's going to be Neville's ball. All right. So it looked as though that Graves was going to be tackled, and then he kind of spurted back out. And then somebody came in from behind, and a nice hustle play. I didn't get the number on that young man.
I think it may have been number 0. He came from the sideline.
It's like
from
he
way
shot
over,
out of a cannon.
And you could see him coming, and Graves came and hit Graves right in the back and forced the ball out. But I guess his knee was down as soon as the ball came out. We don't have instant replay in high school, but it was a bang-bang play.
We'll see it here on the Parker Alexander replay.
We've got replay at the Neville Tiger Network.
We do. As he pops it out right here, and then
there he is.
It's almost like he was on the sideline.
On the sideline, I know.
Either way, it's 1st and 10 Tigers. Will they go for it? They're going to take a deep shot to Hanlon, and it's going to be overthrown. That throw didn't have a chance of being completed.
Yeah, he threw it like it was a go route, and Hanlon was running a post. And Hanlon had his guy beat.
Inside. Yeah. So Fuller's pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10, 24 seconds to go. Here in this first half, Neville leads it 7-0.
It'd sure be nice to get one right here with to go into half 14-0.
Tigers have 2 timeouts remaining. Here comes the blitz. Fuller rolls out of it. He's got his man. There's a flag coming in the defensive backfield. Fuller was looking for Dumas. That might be a hold.
Yeah, they tackled Hanlon.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
So that's going to be a defensive holding against the Bearcats.
Right here, you try to get into field goal range with 1 second left.
Make it a two-score game.
Make it a two-score game.
You can. Yeah. 18 seconds remain here. That'll be 10 yards and another sonic drive in on North 18th Street, first down.
Like I said, we've got 2 timeouts, so you can afford to run the ball if you need to.
Yeah.
Left and a half. Neville has
They haven't started the play clock yet. And we're taking a timeout.
I guess the play clock may have not started, but the referee, he started the play clock. And, I don't know if the 25-second clock ever started.
Well, yeah, I was looking at the 25-second
clock. But the referee
clock.
did, yeah. So I think they were worried about taking a delay game.
Well, been some clock issues here. I don't know what's going on. I wonder, we'll have to go check in on that clock. Maybe the cord came out. But either way, Tigers have an opportunity here. The ball is at the Rustin 38-yard line. Tigers punched it in on their last drive. Now they trot the talented sophomore Zealand Young out there, another tall wide receiver, 6'4", 185 is number 13. He's going to be split out the short side of the field. That's the Rustin sideline. Tigers heading towards Forsyth right here. Fuller looking to throw. And then another. That's going to be
caught it! He caught it!
And they're going to say he's out at the 2. He was interfered with. Brody Watley spinning, makes a catch, and is out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
It was Hanlon.
I can't believe I keep calling him Brody Watley. Bradley Hanlon. Bradley Hanlon. I know Watley can't move like that down the field. That's something I've got to work out in my own head. But this is going to be pass interference against the Bearcats. That's going to be declined. Tigers switching out personnel.
And we can run the ball. We've got it. We've got a timeout.
Jason Ewing was down there. Did he stay in bounds?
No, when he made that spin move, he barely stepped out.
All right, well, good call by the officials. 4th and goal with 11 seconds to go. The Tigers do have 1 timeout left. Tigers might have to throw this in the end zone. Here's 1st and goal.
Got Hanlon one-on-one.
They turn. They're going to hand this to Nichols.
Get him.
He's got to get down. And he does. And now the Tigers call a timeout with 4 seconds remaining. They're going to have to kick it here. Look to sneak in Nichols for the touchdown. But with 4 seconds, you got to take the points right now.
Yeah. To go in 10-0 at half would be huge. You talk about it here. You got Mule Train. You got to get 2 yards. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they will.
Defense has been playing good.
I see.
But you got another half football to play, and points mean a lot in a game like this.
Yeah, the Bearcats will get the opening kickoff of the second half.
The offensive line is negotiating very hard to go for it.
Well,
thanks, Jason.
Yeah.
Hey, look, coming up at halftime, we got a lot of stuff for you. Tigers. We got Tiger Beat for the Neville Speech and Drama Department. Also scores from around the area, your halftime stats, and the performances from the band and the Bengals. So stay tuned for that here on the Neville Tiger Network. On the radio side of things, on Sunday 98.3, we're going to have Big Dave Robinson and Puffy for their halftime scoreboard show. So both sides, we've got you covered. All right, they send Jake Deal out to try a 24-yard field goal. It is a 19-yard. Sorry, snap is back. The kick is up, and it is good. That's going to be the last play of the first half. A 19-yard field goal from Deal gives the Tigers a 10-0 lead. Let's check in with Jason. I don't know if he's going to sprint down to get Coach Tannehill. I think he's got him. Let's go down to the Marion State Bank sideline report. Jason, you got Coach Tannehill.
Coach, just as aggressive, just as physical as we thought it was going to be. Tigers snuck one in there at the end to come out with points.
Well, we've always said big-time players got to make big-time plays in big-time games, and I'll say that till I quit coaching. And that was a big-time play by our quarterback and our wide receiver, man. It's just fun to watch those guys when they're playing well.
Oh, they're definitely competing. Even little Bull on the tight end, picking up the big third down and go in and score.
Yep, yeah, we got to keep putting them away on defense, and then we got to go out and we got to score some touchdowns in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, great job, Jason and Robert. Before we toss it into the halftime, key to this, we needed to play solid defensively. Tiger defense bent but didn't break. 2 turnovers have led to 10 points for the Tigers.
Yeah, as good as the Tigers have played in the first half, it's 10-0. You feel good, but this game's far from over. There's a second half that has to be played, and if I'm going in there at halftime, you got to stress that this game is not over. As good as you may feel, you got to go finish, and that's offensively and defensively. That is a great team over there in Ruston Bearcats, and this is going to be a battle in the second half.
It's been a great night this far. Stick with us. We got a lot coming up for you at halftime. On the radio, Sunday 98.3, go ahead, break away, toss it to Big Dave and Puffy for the halftime scoreboard show. Now it's time for our halftime performances here at Bill Ruple. The Bengals are about to perform. We'll be back after all of this. So we are have a couple of recognitions here at Neville for the NAFA Award. So we'll turn it over to the PA and getting it. So take it away.
And our Friend of the Year award tonight is presented to Morris Thunderbird.
Yeah, we can get. All right. Here on the Martinez Chiropractic halftime show, Stewart Shelby back with you, and we've got a special guest in the press box. Former Ruston Bearcat, Washington Redskin, Tulane Greenway,
among other teams.
Among other things.
That's right.
Patrick Ramsey has joined us. But you know, Patrick, we were talking about this rivalry going back, and as a guy that grew up in Ruston and obviously had a lot of history there, what did this rivalry mean to you playing back in your high school day?
You know, you want to win them all, and there are always those teams that are extra special or that you try to bring a little more juice for. And Neville, I'm sure Rustin is one for Neville, and Neville is one for Rustin. So, you know, it's just the history that's behind it. It's the storied programs and the success they've had in the past and in the present. So it's a special game.
Well, you know, you flew in today and made the trip over here.
That's right.
Where are you? Your kids, where are they?
I have a senior at Rustin. I have a freshman at Rustin, and I have a son who'll be 12 next week. So we're grooming the next level for the rivalry here.
Well, you know, a lot of people remember your success in college and in the pros. They didn't realize that when you came in, you were kind of right at the end of or the start of the resurgence of the Rustin program. Talk a little bit about that and what's going on, especially where it was then and where it is today.
Yeah, it was we were down. I mean, it's just all there was to it, and these guys have done a great job. You know, Coach Ball has built a great staff, and then he adds Kyle to it, who's doing such a great job defensively. They have a lot of guys that are flying around the ball. He's teaching them really about being good young men as well, and so I'm really proud of where Rustin's headed and what they're doing over there.
It's good, you know. Rustin coming back in that for that community in Lincoln Parish is really. It's been the you know, it's Rustin High School and Louisiana Tech. Yeah, that's what you think about in Lincoln Parish, and they have. I'm glad to see it that it's coming back. The kids are coming back not only to Lincoln Parish, staying in Lincoln Parish, but coming back to the school itself.
Right, you're right, and really, I'm not only proud of the guys and the performance that, you know, go into the state championship last year, you know, coming up a little short, but I'm really proud of the community. I mean, everybody who's there, there's a lot of excitement around Rustin and what they're doing and the success they're having, a lot of support on all levels, whether it be a pep rally or a game or just, you know, rallying around the kids. So it's a great community. It's one I'm really proud to be a part of. You know, when my wife and I were traveling around and going to all those teams, it was always a race to get back in North Louisiana. We love it here. We you know, I still do business around here. I stay here as much as I possibly can. It was a one-off for me to be gone this week anyway.
Robert, you were behind.
Yeah, I'm much younger than Pat.
Much younger. That's right. That's right. You were a few years after I came through, but I remember watching you play. I watched you know, Neville Rustin games and following you throughout your career. And you know, we talked to a lot of the former Neville greats, and every one of them kind of talks about what they learned, you know, in high school and what drove them to what they're doing, not only in college and in your case into the pros. I mean, it's those values that were instilled in you probably back in Lincoln Parish and Rustin.
Yeah, if you're asking me to talk about that, you know, I think that I learned so much. There were such formative years, and I had really, really good people around me. I was fortunate enough to Tram Jones, his dad Bert Jones. Tram and I were best friends growing up, and I grew up in a household. I didn't grow up in his household, of course, but I spent a lot of time in his household. And he was I tell a lot of people this, he was a real live, breathing human being who did what I aspired to do. And it wasn't some superhero who I had no connection to or I had no contact with. It was a guy who I could ask questions, and so I think that built a belief in me that, hey, if I have the ability, and if I really work hard at this, and if God brings me into a place where the guys around me can help me be successful and we have some success, I might be able to do this. It's not unattainable. And so that was really influential for me at that time in my life, and just working hard. We didn't have any success when I was a quarterback at Ruston High School. We were quite unsuccessful. But working through that and and having people support us and the program that it is and the community that it is, it just means a lot. And it had a lot to do with me being able to go live a dream.
Well, you definitely did that, and you brought yourself back to Lincoln Parish, and that's always commendable. You know, a lot of people get out and they don't come back, but it didn't look like that
it's
was
hard
in
to
you.
tear me out of Lincoln Parish. It is.
Hey, Patrick, we really appreciate you making the time, coming over and talking with us here on the halftime show, and you know, best of luck to you. It's, you know, what do you think? Just quickly before we go, it's been
I came in a little late. We were a little late getting in. They lost my bags, and they're bringing them to me, so I was having to deal with that. But, you know, I think, look, the Rustin has had a great defense this year. I think we've struggled on offense. You see it out here, turning the ball over a little bit. And when we have the opportunities to get down there, we've got to, like in any football game, you've got to capitalize on them. That was a big 3 points at the end of the half. I don't make no mistakes about it. Those were big 3 points, and Rustin's just got to take care of the ball. Neville's doing a great job really against a great defense. I'll be honest with you. I haven't seen anyone effectively move the ball as well as they have in the first half. So hats off to them. I'm sure it'll be a battle in the second half.
It definitely will. Patrick,
Yep.
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me,
All
guys.
right, everybody, Patrick Ramsey. We're going to toss it back over to the band for a little bit. We've got Tiger Beat coming up, and then we'll get you caught up on some scores and stats right after Tiger Beat. All right.
Neville Tigers. I'm junior Sophia Bonin.
And I'm sophomore Kirsten Winneman.
And you're tuned into Tiger Beat.
Sponsored by the Neville Varsity Speech Squad.
Brought to you every game day at halftime.
Trust me, it's going to be great. Our Neville Tigers crushed the North Carolina Titans last week 53-0. Shout out to defense for shutting down the Titan offense and causing multiple turnovers. We know our Tigers are giving their all against the Ruston Bearcats right now in the Bill Ruple Stadium. We hope you're coming out to support our Tigers or tuning into the Neville Tiger Network for next week's homecoming game. Go Tigers!
What is your favorite activity that y'all do in welding class?
Well, every year at Christmas we build fire pits, and the kids really get into that and enjoy building.
And then what kind of students do you recommend this class for?
Students that like to work with their hands and aren't really into writing essays, this is a great class for them. They thoroughly enjoy it.
My favorite part about Neville is that we have a lot of things to do here, you know, like a lot of clubs. I'm a part of Tiger Rex and, you know, stuff like that.
My favorite part about Neville is that every day when I come to school, I can see a different person, like every time I walk down the hall.
The environment.
My favorite thing about Neville is the way we stick together as a family. Like, I feel like everybody can fit in. It's somewhere for everybody to go. That's the first thing I liked about Neville when I first came. Thank you.
My favorite part about Neville is the pep rallies, because we be lit on Fridays.
My favorite part about Neville is the community, the sports, the teachers, some of the teachers.
All right. We are back here as the opening kickoff of the second half goes to Jordan Hayes, and he's got it out across the 40 to the 43-yard line of Rustin.
Yeah, and you got to expect that Rustin went in and got a pretty firm pep talk there at halftime, and good return there by the Rustin returner. Looks like they're going to start on about the 40-yard line.
Where are they going to?
Yep.
At the 40. That's where they're going to call him down. So I think it was Reese Reichart on the tackle for the Tigers, and it's 1st and 10 for Josh Brantley and crew. He's going to turn, hand it to number 0, and he is tripped up. Touchdown saving tackle by Vincent Butcher. And you're right, the Bearcats come out with a little
and they're going tempo.
Spunk.
They're going tempo here. They're going to try to speed it up on this Neville defense.
Once again, they turn it, hand it. That's Hayes again.
They didn't have the chains moved.
Yep. Down to the 36-yard line of Neville as we're just underway here in the second half. Now they slow it down a bit.
Yeah, they got to get the chains lined out.
For the last 2 runs.
Second down and 6 now for Rustin.
It's down to second down and 6.
Going to try and throw it. They get it complete out to number 13 on the far sideline. He's going to have a first down. That's Jamar Woods.
Yeah, we brought the we got somebody down. 13 looks like he's down.
That was the receiver on that play. That's going to move the chains for Rustin, but it'll slow things down a bit here. Reception got it down to the Neville 29-yard line. And Rustin will have it 1st and 10 as they check on Brantley. They've got him off the sidelines, or onto the sidelines. Let's hope that young man is okay. But Rustin coming out quick. Tiger defense having to catch its breath here.
Yeah, they got to match Rustin's intensity here.
Brantley. That's not Brantley. That's number 9.
That was number 3 there.
Or actually 3.
That was the quarterback.
That was Brantley.
Yeah,
okay. I was like,
toss.
It just, some reason I saw number 9.
Yeah.
And so they fake the toss. He takes it. It's a short gain of about a yard. Out to the 28-yard line it goes. And it'll be second down and 9 for the Bearcats.
28-yard line.
All right, now Brantley goes back under center. Turns and hands it to the tailback.
They're running the weak side. Looks like the weak side power right there. They found a little something. They've been getting chunks of yardage in the run game with that downhill run game there to the weak side. So Neville's going to have to adjust to that.
That's Dylan Brooks on the carry. Gain of 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Bearcats. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. And Tigers jump off sides again. That's going to give Rustin another first down.
Actually, not that Rustin's come out in 2 tights. They're running it to the boundary side. It looks like they've got 89 in there, the tight end.
Talking about Jake Tyler. The other tight end we saw, Zy Scott, that you had seen. He's not dressed out tonight.
No. Actually, no, they are. It's 1 tight.
Yeah, single tight end, 2 receivers, eye backfield behind Brantley. He's going to follow his fullback on first down. He's going to have a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8 upcoming for the Bearcats.
Again, running the veer to the weak side, and it's just a quarterback follow, and they're falling forward for 2.5, 3 yards there on first down. Neville's going to have to figure out a way to come up with a stop. 9:23 and counting here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Tigers leading this one 10-0. Tigers scored on the last 2 possessions of the first half, a touchdown and a field goal as time expired. That's what got you to the 10-0 score. Once again, under center is Brantley, eye backfield behind him, 2 tight ends. This time they try Hayes, and he's pounced on in the backfield.
Big 59 there for the Tigers. Defensive lineman broke through and made the tackle. He met the running back in the backfield.
Cam Johnson on the stop for Neville. Brings it back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 now for the Bearcats.
So they've been in the shotgun when it's been 3rd and long. Looks like they're going to go under center here, still in the eye with a tight end to the field. 2 receivers here to the near side.
They're going to throw out from under center. Brantley rolls out, and it's going to be almost picked off again. Graves had his hands on it, and it Almost was.
I know. I felt it. He had it in his hand. And look, if he catches it, he may go up the other sideline.
Yeah,
see here on the replay.
Throws it right to him, and it almost was tipped into the hands of a Rustin receiver. But it's going to be 4th down and 10, and the Bearcats choose to try a field goal here. This is going to be let's call it from the 26, a 36-yard attempt.
You got to
for
block
Will
this.
Finley.
You got to block this to create, get the momentum back here in the second half.
Here's the snap. Finley's kick is up. It's going to be pulled left. No good. The Tiger defense doesn't break, and the offense takes over on downs from the 20-yard line.
Huge stop. After the big return, Rustin comes out with a lot of juice on offense. I'm sure they got a huge pep talk by the offensive coaches. They come out on fire, pop a couple of big runs, and the Neville defense stalemates them here on the 20-yard line. That's just like a turnover.
Yeah.
You miss a field goal there. That's a huge stop for the Tigers, and now the offense has got to come out. We've got to settle down. We had a big play there before halftime. Let's execute. You need to have long, extended drives. There's 8 minutes left. There was only 5 possessions in the first half by both teams, I believe.
Fuller in at quarterback. He turns. He hands it to Nichols on the left side. He's got a little bit of running room. Gains 4 on 1st down. Makes it 2nd down and 6.
And that's what you want to see on 1st down. If you can get 4 yards in the run game, create second mediums, 3rd and shorts, keep these drives going. And the main thing is eating up that clock.
Well, we see Rustin doesn't score the ball quickly.
Right.
So the Tigers up 2 scores here. You're right, Robert. The clock needs to be their friend. Fuller moves Campbell to the left side of things. He's going to pitch it back to Nichols. He's going to be out of bounds. Let's see where they spotted it, around the 27-yard line. Gain of 3 on 2nd down and makes it 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers.
Ran the speed option there into the boundary. It was actually the lead option with Campbell out leading, and we pitched it and just kind of ran out of room there. Sideline got us, but does create a 3rd and short right here.
Well, 3rd and 4. They move the ball back to the 26. Clock stopped. They hand this football in the middle, and there's nothing doing. Maybe a yard, and that's it. Nichols was met in the backfield, fell forward for a yard. Now it's going to be 4th and 3, and the Tigers are going to have to punt this football away.
Yeah, there was a host of white and red there waiting on the ball carrier. I'm not sure what happened exactly, but they caved in the right side over there of the Neville offensive line.
Sutton Lewis in there to snap it for the Tigers. Jake Deal standing around his 12. Gets this punt away. It's an end-over-end punt. That's going to be fair caught at the 42-yard line. That was Nate Johnson receiving that punt. And Robert, we kind of started quick here in the Family Solutions broadcast booth, but Tigers get the football back after the missed field goal. Couldn't do anything on offense, and now Rustin back out there.
Good job by the Bearcat defense, creating a stop, but decent punt there by the Tigers. Rustin takes over on the 42-yard line coming out.
Deep eye again.
Yeah, they're going to be in the eye. They're going to run the football.
Yeah.
Had two interceptions in the first half. We've got to control the line of scrimmage.
Turn around, hand it off to Hayes, and he's met in the backfield again. He's going to lose a yard. Back to the 41-yard line it goes. 2nd down and 11 coming up for the Bearcats.
Yeah, Big Brody Whiteley was there in the backfield. He beat his man and did a good job of stopping the running back there for a short loss.
They have actually lost a yard.
6:17 and counting here in the third quarter. Neville leads Rustin 10-0. Fullback Lander Smith is there, and this ball is overthrown. Brantley was looking for Jordan Parker, towards the Rustin sideline, and he overthrew him.
Yeah, Neville defender did a good job. The unblocked free man, I didn't catch who it was. I believe it was 44. Got his hands up and created a high throw there. They were just trying to throw the hitch against soft coverage. And
Vincent on that coverage. All right, hydration timeout. Neville 10, Rustin nothing. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
We support this community, and in today's real estate market, you need an experienced team to navigate your buying and selling decisions. I'm Misty Hodge with Keller Williams Realty. Let my group use their combined 45 years. We know purchasing or selling a home can be a stressful experience, but not when you choose the Misty Hodge Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or investing, give us a call. 318-348-5945 or go to mistyhodge.com. That's MISTIHAJJ.com. We support this community, and go Tigers.
As we return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth, Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane, Jason Ewing bringing you tonight's game here on the Neville Tiger Network in sunny 98.3. Brantley from the shotgun. He's going to call his own number, and he is hit hard at around the 49-yard line, falls forward, and he may have the first down for the Bearcats.
Yeah, good play call. They went 5 wide. It's not something that you see a lot out of this Bearcat offense, and quarterback did a good job. There was a big hole there, and the Neville safety, I believe that was number 2, came up.
Yeah,
and
Juju came up and hit him.
Yeah, right at the line to gain for a first down. And
but Brantley is himself 6'3", 212.
Yeah, that was
a big kid.
You could hear it all the way up here.
All right, Rustin keeps the drive alive. They're on the Neville 48. Busted play as Brantley turned to his right. His fullback went left, and he was able to fall forward for a couple. Out to the 45 he goes. Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Somebody went
for
the
the
wrong
Bearcats.
Way.
Yeah,
Brantley may still been recovering from that hit. I don't know, but the fullback either went the wrong way or the quarterback did. And, he was handing it to air, but he did get 3 yards.
Exactly. The defense following the fullback there.
Yep.
All right, second down and 7 for the Bearcats. Brantley under center again. They're going to turn and pitch this to Hayes, and Jaden Webb is there to make the tackle. They're going to lose a couple all the way back to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, good job by Webb. He broke through the backside. Yep. As they're pulling the guard, he came through and made the tackle, ran down the running back there for a short gain, or actually a short loss.
Jaden Webb, one of our Origin Bank Players of the Week last week, defensively has had a heck of a first 4 games, and he continues it here tonight. Third down and 9 now for the Bearcats.
In the shotgun.
Brantley, kind of a delayed pitch. A flag comes in from the far sideline, and Hayes is tripped up by Graves around the 44-yard line. Let's see what this flag is.
It's in the vicinity of it's the sideline.
Maybe. Yeah, that's what it looked like the side judge said. Now he's going to say illegal formation.
Not enough men on the line of scrimmage.
Yep. So illegal procedure. Are the Tigers going to decline it?
Looks like they're taking.
No, they're going to take the. They're going to take the yardage.
Yeah, hey, look, every yard matters. You're playing good defense. You back them up here. You may get a sack or force them into another interception right here defensively.
Backs it up to the Rustin side of the 50. It's the Rustin 48. It's going to be third down and 14 now for the Bearcats.
Looks like they're going to be under center this time on 3rd and long.
2 receivers split wide to the near sideline. Rustin heading towards Hilton Street. Brantley, play action, rolling out, rolling. He lofts it. Price has got to turn around, and he does.
Oh, no.
And they throw a flag at the end as the receiver was trying to come back for it, but Price turned his head and got a hand on the football.
I don't understand the call.
Let's wait and see what the call is. They are talking about it. There are 2 flags on the play. There's one back here around the 48, and there's one in the backfield.
Look, the Neville defender did a great job, in my opinion, of covering that. The ball was underthrown. His eyes were going back for the football. He was making an attempt to go back for the football. Let's see what the call is.
a legal man downfield
against
the Bearcats and pass interference against the offense. They'll offset, so we'll replay the down.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if anything, it was pass interference on the offensive player.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Well, either way.
Well, fortunate break for the Tigers. It's just replay the down.
Yep.
Offsetting penalties there.
Really had no chance at catching that ball where it was thrown.
The Neville defender actually got his hands on the ball.
All right, here we go. Once again, the bells are ringing here at Bill Ruple Stadium. 3rd and 14. This time, Brantley's from the shotgun. Looking to pass. He's down. They got him. Sacked back at the 42-yard line. Was that 98? Keontae Harris?
Yep, I believe so. His jersey's rolled up. It's hard to see. But the pass rush got him. You can see on the replay here.
He was being double teamed and got in there and knocked Brantley down. And the Bearcats are being forced to punt. It might have been Brandon Baker that rolled up. It looks like an 8, half of a deal. There's another spiraling kick away from Jakeem Reitzel, and it's going to go out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. So no return from the Finley punt. And with 3:41 to go in the third, the Tigers send their offense back onto the field with a 10-0 lead.
Yeah, good job by the defense. Overcoming the 15-yard pass interference call. It was negated by the offsetting penalties. That was a huge break for the Tiger defense, and then getting the sack there and get the ball back here with 3:41 left.
Let's check in with Jason Ewing, our Marion State Bank sideline reporter. Jason, man, it's been a heck of a game. Talk about the mood on the Tiger sideline.
Oh, it's been a heck of a game, man, and every single Tiger on the sideline is into this game.
As they should be.
The clock went out. The whole scoreboard went out. The old scoreboard.
Yeah, it's back up.
And now we've.
So 3:41. Trying to reset the play clock. They do. Here comes Fuller on the option.
Go.
Nice catch there from Vaughn. He's dragged down from behind. You hear Robert go, right there because it was a high pitch. But Vaughn one-hands it, brings it down, gets good yardage there, about 7 yards on the gain, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Neville.
Great job by Vaughn catching that ball. Look, as a quarterback, you're pitching that with your left hand. You're coming to the left. That's not. He's a right-handed quarterback, so it's a very tough pitch. He kind of pitched it behind him, and Vaughn saved him there and still got 8 yards on the play.
All right, 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers. So again, Vaughn comes in motion. They're going to hand this to Ja'Shawn White. He's going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. He'd be about a yard shy of what's needed for a first down. 3rd down and short now for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you got to convert this first down right here. It's 3 minutes and 13 or 18 seconds and counting.
Just first downs.
Yeah, you got a 10-0
minutes
lead.
Off the clock.
You got to get some first downs against this Ruston defense. Obviously, you want to try to get points, but right now, first downs are a high commodity.
All right, 3rd and 1. There's a snap. They're going to hand it to Nichols, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. They were just a big surge. That really wasn't the play you were looking for.
No, we bunched everybody up, and you can't bunch these guys up. This Ruston defense is very well coached, and they're very athletic. And so big loss there on 3rd down.
Loss of 4, 4th and 5. The Tigers are going to have to punt the football away. It is, let's see, Jake Deal standing at around his 13-yard line. And that's Nate Johnson standing at his 40 for the Bearcats. Now there's a whistle on the sideline. I don't know what's going on.
Sideline warning. I don't know.
And Coach Tannehill is not happy about that.
I don't get the warning there.
All right, there's a warning. No yards were stepped off, but that's the next one they will be. Here's Lewis with the snap. Deal has it. He gets the punt away. And it's going to be bobbled at around the 38-yard line by Johnson, but he was able to corral it, and the Tiger punt defense team has him pushed out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Ruston.
And a heck of a job there by Deal catching that snap.
A little
high, and he recovered, and he was able to get off a very good punt.
Well, the Tigers would like to have a couple of more first downs here. Their first couple of drives in the second half have been a little – I mean, it's been 3 and outs.
Yeah, and look, pretty much in the first half, we had a couple of big plays, converted some third downs, and then hit a big play or two. And this is a war in the trenches for both teams tonight.
Rustin takes over with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third at their own 38. They're going to turn and hand the ball to Hayes, and once again, Brody Watley is in there and makes the stop in the backfield. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
and we talked about Brody needing to have that breakout game here, and he's definitely had him a night tonight.
Yeah, he's playing hard and physical, and
he's also caught a few passes according to me.
According to you, yeah. He's had a big night on offense also.
All right, 2nd down and 10, I formation. They tried to draw the Tigers off sides, but that time they held up somehow. They're going to hand it to the fullback. That's Lander Smith. They're pushing him forward. He's going to fight his way up to the 43-yard line. And there was a little scrum between one of the Rustin offensive linemen and Butcher there. And
Butcher won.
They let it go in the backfield. He was kind of dragging Butcher behind the line of scrimmage there. But the gain of a couple gives the Bearcats a 3rd down and 5 situation here. Clock running at 50 seconds to go here in the third. Brantley under center. He turns, hands it to Hayes, and he's fighting for yards, but doesn't get many. He gets a couple out to the 45. It's going to be 4th and 3 now for the Bearcats, and they're going to switch out players. It looks like they're going to have to punt it away.
Yeah, and Stewart, so far tonight, the Neville defensive front has been more physical than the Rustin offensive line. Yeah, and honestly, I'm not necessarily shocked, but I am a little surprised. This Rustin offense has done a great job of running the football in their past games, and so far in 3 quarters, Neville's done a great job.
This might be the last play of the third quarter. Finley has it, punts it away. He's going to punt it away from the Tiger return man. That's Riley back there. It's going to go out of bounds at the 25-yard line, and that will be the end of the third quarter. So we've played 3 here at Bill Ruple Stadium. Neville 10, Rustin nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute right after this.
I'm Dr. Scott Shelby with Family Solutions. When you hear the words Family Solutions, you may not know that we're a comprehensive, strength-based counseling and psychiatric clinic. Family Solutions provides psychiatric care, individual and couples therapy, child and adolescent counseling, psychological testing, medication management. We also provide occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech therapy, and ABA therapy in one convenient location. For more information on how we can help your family today, visit FamilySolutionsCounseling.org.
When Neville Nation craves delicious fast food, there's only one place that comes to mind: Sonic Drive-In on North 18th. Whether it's a breakfast toaster on your way to work or school, one of the many lunch combos, a mid-afternoon Route 44 cold drink, a pregame popcorn chicken, or a postgame Sonic Blast, the Sonic on North 18th Street has you covered. So drive through or park and wait for a friendly car hop today to find out why our Sonic is the Sonic on North 18th Street in Monroe. It's definitely Tiger approved.
One more quarter to play. The Tigers holding on to a 10-0 lead. They have the football at their own 25-yard line. Going to get to some stats for the first 3 quarters here in just a second, presented by NetTech Managed IT Services. That ball is handed off to Nichols. He's going to have a couple out to about the 28. Let's call it 3. 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Tigers. You know, the Tigers have ran 37 plays to Rustin's 34. The Tigers have 171 yards of total offense. Rustin with 112. Rustin's been penalized 5 times for 43 yards. The Tigers 6 for 46. But passing, the Tigers 5 of 11 through the air for 95 yards. The Bearcats only managed 6 completions for only 37 yards. So it's been a tight contest. The Tigers just have been able to punch it in the end zone and catch a couple of scores. There's Fuller breaking a couple of tackles. He's going to roll over a man at the 35-yard line. He's going to be close to a Sonic drive-in first down, and they're going to say, yes, he does have a first down, and that's the first down for the Tigers here in the second half.
Yep, great job. You know, if we can have a long extended drive here, take that clock down. You got a 2-score lead, 10-0 in the fourth quarter with 11:05 and counting. So we need to get some first downs. Give our defense a rest mainly.
There's Fuller looking to pass, and he didn't see the rush coming. Nice backside blitz from Mayfield. He's going to sack Fuller back to the 25-yard line. Fuller's helmet pops off, and Sampanero's coming in.
I don't remember helmets popping off like this years ago. I was talking to Coach Herndon, and he said that the way that they make the chin straps now, the helmets, they pop off all the time.
Off.
Yeah,
it might be a safety feature.
I guess, but it's taken guys out of the game a lot.
All the way back to the 27 it goes. Second down and 17 for the Tigers. Sampanero going to call his own number. Cuts inside, cuts outside. He's at the 30, makes a man miss, still on his feet. 35, and he's hit hard at the 38-yard line, but a nice, tough run from Sampanera to get the Tigers out of a second down and long situation and make it a third and manageable out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah.
Third down and 6 coming up.
Got most of the sack yardage back plus some.
Third down and 7, they're going to call it.
Yeah, so good job. You got a little bit more of your playbook to call when you're 3rd and 7 versus 3rd and 15. You know. We'll see what we can conjure up right here.
The unfortunate deal, he was knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I know.
Clock stopped at 10:05 to go. The Tigers are going to have to take a timeout. I think they are, as the play clock's winding down. The Tigers will take a timeout. So a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. 10-0 Tigers. 10:05 remains in this football game. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
Strong teams accomplish great things by working together. The Neville Tigers and Origin Bank know all about the value of teamwork and the positive impact it has within a community. These strong teams have joined forces to support the Salvation Army of Monroe, offering a helping hand to an outstanding organization that serves people in need throughout Northeast Louisiana. Origin Bank and Neville High School have strengthened our community for generations and are proud to continue to enrich the lives of others. Origin Bank, member FDIC.
We welcome you back to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. Stewart Shelby, Robert Lane here joining you from the high atop Bill Ruple Stadium. We've had a good ball game, Robert. It's still the Tigers holding on to a 10-0 lead, trying to milk this clock here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we got to convert this first down right here. It's 3rd and 7. Got to figure out a way to move the sticks here, and the main thing is eat up clock. 10 minutes and 5 seconds, 10 minutes and 6 seconds left.
Yep.
So here we go.
Sampanera remains in at quarterback. He splits Hanlon out in the slot to the far sideline. Going to turn, and he's going to throw it. It's low. It was intended for Hanlon. He was way in front of the sticks, and Hanlon was covered well by Aiden Anding. And
we just went play action and tried to throw the flat route. Rustin was playing man and had good coverage. Throw was low. I don't think he was going to have to break the tackle to try to get the first down anyway. Yeah.
The throw was short of Hanlon's arms, but Deal once again is going to have to punt this football away. Clock stopped after the incompletion at 10 minutes to go. Deal with another nice punt. Fair catch called by and made by Nate Johnson. And Rustin takes over again. This time from their own, I believe, 33-yard line.
This is a huge drive for the Tiger defense. If you can get a stop here, 9:55 and left to go in the fourth quarter, you're limiting the possessions for Rustin. So you got to give all you got right here to try to win this line of scrimmage like they've been doing and not give up a big play.
Rustin opens up in the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side. Smith is the up back. This time, Brantley's going to run it himself. He's got a couple of yards, maybe about 5. Out to the 39-yard line he goes. It'll be second down and let's call it 4. 6 yards on the carry there for the quarterback from Rustin.
Yeah, they went jet motion with number 0, the quick back that they have, and faked it to him, and the quarterback took it up the middle there for a nice gain there on first down.
Second down and 4 now. Brantley, once again, brings Hayes in motion. He's going to throw out of it. He's got his fullback. That's Smith. It's complete across the 50 to the 40-yard line of Neville. That'll be a first down for the Bearcats. They snuck him out of that halfback position.
Yeah, you know, it's been a heavy dose of running the football, and they hadn't had any success. You got to expect some play action, and that was a good execution there by the Ruston Bearcats. They slipped the fullback out. They faked the jet sweep again, and
throw out of it.
Tigers lost the fullback.
All right, 1st and 10 Bearcats at the Neville 40. They're going to hand this off to Hayes this time. He is going to be stood up around the 36-yard line. Gain of 4 on first down for Rustin. Second down and 6 coming up for the Bearcats. Trying to soften that defense up and then try them again with the speedster in between the tackles.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to come down to the last possession. It's 8:23 and counting. Unless we can figure out a way to get a stop right here.
This time they give it to Hayes around the left end. He is going to be stopped as he crosses the 30 out to the 27. That's going to be a first down for the Bearcats. That's the 3rd time they ran that motion, and they finally gave it to Hayes around the left end.
And Hayes he's kind of their playmaker. You know, he's got speed, and they're trying to get him on the perimeter. They've had a hard time all night with this Neville defensive front and running the ball. And Hayes
comes out,
and
now Dylan Brooks enters the game, and he's the lone back. Quarterback's going to take it himself as Brantley breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet, and he's finally tripped up at around the 11-yard line. They're going to call him down at the 12. So the Tiger defense is maybe starting to wear down a little bit here.
Yeah.
And once again, Rustin as the Tigers are trying to call a timeout, and they do. They're going to give it to him. Rustin went tempo, and the Tigers are trying to get a guy off the field, and they were able to get it, but Coach was trying to get that timeout in there, and they do get it. We'll keep it right here. Let's check in with Jason Ewing, our Marion State Bank sideline reporter. And, Jason, this is as deep as Rustin's got to this point.
Yeah, you can tell the defense, like Robert said, is starting to wear it down just a little bit. But, they also kind of caught them off guard, slipping that fullback out, and it's kind of made them play back on their haunches just a little bit. But, after this timeout, we'll see what Coach Collins dials up.
Another great crowd here on hand on both sides.
Oh, but
here
in the stadium's still full.
Yep, well, it should be.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's still a football game here.
But, definitely, Rustin definitely bought a large and loud contingency with them.
It's good. It's a high school football environment.
It feels like it's semifinals of the playoffs.
It could be, depending on how the playoffs work out.
Well,
but either way. All right, the Tiger fans trying to get behind their defense here. Snap back to the Rustin quarterback. He has it inside the 5. He's going to probably be close to a first down as Brantley found a little something as one of the Tiger defenders is down at around the 3-yard line.
And that's Tytron Hanley, I believe.
That is Hanley.
Mixed up in the tackle.
He got rolled up. So the officials timeout with the injury. And we bring you into the Family Solutions broadcast booth. And, we want to make, hope that everything's okay with Tytron. He just kind of got in a bad spot underneath that pile. But B, the Tigers defense, they've been a little bit.
Yeah.
They haven't broken yet.
Well, and Rustin, this drive, they've utilized number 0, their speed guy on the edge, and they've utilized the quarterback in the run game.
The quarterback we mentioned earlier is 6'3", 215-pounder back there as a bruising running back.
That's right. They've gotten in the shotgun and used him, and they've had a little success. They've spread out this Neville defense, and they've attacked the edges, and it's softened this Neville defense up a little bit. And Neville, they played their butts off tonight.
Yeah,
and
look, it's a very good football team. Rustin's a good football team. Ty Hanley, everybody, is walking off under his own power. Looks like he was just a little shook up on that play. Okay, second down and about half a yard for the Bearcats. Brantley back in the shotgun. Brooks to his left. Brantley's going to take it, and he's going to be in for the score. They say he reached over. And the Bearcats have put 6 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, quarterback run out of the shotgun. It's 7 minutes and 9 seconds left with the PAT remaining. Neville's going to have to get the ball and
do something with
it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there's one of the Bearcats is shaken up. That's number 69, Kylan Bradley. One of those big bodies up front. So here's the extra point try by Finley. Tries to make this a 3-point game.
Huge play right here if we can block it.
Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it's good. 7:09 to go here in this one. It's a 10-7 ball game. Neville in front. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Marion State Bank, we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors, your friends, and part of your community. With branches in Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Drew, and soon to be West Monroe, we're excited to be growing alongside you. Whether it's opening that first savings account, buying a home, or planning for the future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Don't forget about MSB Mortgage in Monroe.
I'm Robert Lane. And I'm Ben Jones with Marion State Bank. And we live where you live.
Marion State Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Well, Robert, Tigers 7 minutes and 9 seconds away from a victory here.
Yep.
They need a drive. They got a first down on their last offensive possession, but now this is a time where you want to eat up some clock, hopefully get some points. But at the very least, eat up a lot of clock
here.
Mean,
you can win the game right here with this drive. If you can get, 4 or 5 first downs, eat up clock.
Yes, put a touchdown and make it again a 2-score game.
Finish with points. Kick a field goal.
Here's Finley. They try an onside. Yes, they do. There it is, and it's going to be taken in. It looks like Tamarian Wade goes up, grabs the football for the Tigers, and he's going to have the Tigers some nice field position at their own 42-yard line.
Yeah, and that was a heck of a kick by the kicker for Rustin. You don't see many great onside kicks in high school.
It took that high bounce.
Took the high bounce, and our defender went up and high-pointed it and made the catch.
Wade is a wide receiver by trade, and that's not only to have the awareness. I'm sure he was told, look out for the onside here.
Yep. Now, as you hear the Rustin crowd, they're getting behind this defense. That's the first time tonight that we've heard them up on their feet. So that touchdown kind of rejuvenated them. 10-7, 7:06 left.
Yep, back to a 1-score game. Fuller back out there at quarterback for the Tigers. Now flag as that's a delay of game as we start this drive. Coach Tannehill's wondering why it wasn't a 40-second clock coming out of that. I don't know. But
and we do that coming off the sideline,
Exactly.
We got to be aware of the clock and
Either way, that's going to back it up 5 yards back to the 37-yard line. Now it's first down and 15 after the penalty. Here's Fuller. He's going to take it himself. He's got room, and he spun around, still on his feet. He almost got to that left end, but a nice play by number 4, Jacorian Crow, that came up and prevented him from getting some big yardage on the far sideline.
Yeah, Fuller, I thought he was going to be able to cut it back and get some yardage. The main thing they got to know is stay in bounds. I thought he was going to bounce it out and get to the sideline, but Rustin defender did a good job. And then there was a host of Bearcats.
Coach Tannehill's wondering why the clock's not running.
Yep.
Now it is. He's got a good deal. I mean, so, all right, second down. The nose of the football at the 35. The Tigers need to get to the 48 of Rustin. That's 17 yards. They hand it off to Nichols. He's got a little running room, but not much on the left side. Out to the 39 he goes.
You know, we ran quarterback draw earlier in the game, third and long for a first down. Remember when Fuller got his helmet knocked off? It may not be a bad call. You can't afford to throw it. If you throw it incomplete, it stops the clock.
So third down now. It's actually ball's placed at the 38-yard line.
They're gonna
let the clock run down to get to the hydration timeout. That's exactly what they're going to do. Smart move by the coaching staff. Let that clock tick off until it stops. 6 minutes to go in this one. Neville leads Rustin 10-7. We got a hydration timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Neville Tiger football.
Winning is synonymous with Neville High School and Williams Orthodontics. Where the Neville Nation strives to finish strong on the field, court, or diamond, Dr. Kevin Williams and his staff share the same passion to deliver outstanding smiles to all patients in North Louisiana and South Arkansas. If you or anyone in your family are needing an orthodontic consultation, call the friendly staff at Williams Orthodontics to schedule an appointment so you too can be on the road to a winning smile. Williams Orthodontics says, "Go Tigers."
You know, Robert, we've been talking in the Family Solutions broadcast booth. You keep saying it's going to come back to that last possession.
Yeah.
You know, who's going to have it? Who's going to need that possession there? But I mean, we're a one-score game here. This contest has been as advertised.
100%.
You thought it was going to be a hard-fought, low-scoring game, and it has been.
Yep.
10-7. The Tigers have a 3-point lead with 6 minutes to go. They face a 3rd and 14 as they try to keep this drive alive. Fuller in the shotgun. Nichols to his left. Fuller drops back, looking to throw. Throws it back to Vaughn, and it looked like Vaughn just couldn't stop his route to come back for it. It was kind of thrown to no man's land out there.
They're trying to kind of run the rail route, and they had a back shoulder throw to Vaughn, but Vaughn just kept running. You know, Rustin was really sinking in the not to give up a big play. And the bad thing is the incompletion stopped the clock. So now Neville's forced to punt. Got to get a good punt here.
Once again, Nate Johnson standing around his 30-yard line. The snap's back. Whistles are blown. We got a false start against the Tigers. It's going to back them up 5 yards. And you know that a couple of penalties have kind of bitten the Tigers here in this second half.
Yep, it's they're hard to overcome in games like this. So need a good punt here. Try to flip the field.
Rustin looks like they're coming after this one. He's blocked into him. There's a fair catch called for and made at the 41, and Nate Johnson's done a good job of fair catching the football for the Bearcats.
It's a huge asset when you have somebody that can catch the punt. And like I said earlier, it saves the yardage that the ball rolls out. Looks like Rustin's gonna take over on the about 41-yard line.
The 41-yard line. 5:45 to go here in this football game. Neville leading Rustin 10-7.
Rustin found a little niche the last drive. They're in the shotgun. They got the quarterback running the football, and
using the quarterback pretty much as a fullback.
Yep.
With a running start. There from that shotgun set. Hayes is the back. They're going to turn and hand it to Zero. He's hit at around the 45-yard line, falls forward to the 46. Gain of 5 on first down. It's 2nd down and 5. Actually, out to the 47. Gain of 6. Second down and 4 for the Bearcats.
And I believe Rustin has all 3 timeouts.
They do. They do.
Clock's ticking away. They're going to run the football. I mean, that's what they do. So just got to figure out a way to get a stop.
All right. Second down play. This is Brantley. He's caught in the backfield and going to take it down. His helmet's going to come off. He gets it out to the 49. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, but Brantley's going to have to come out for a play. The clock stops. I don't know for what. Now they've replaced it. I guess they give you an opportunity to replace the player. Now there's a lot of confusion on the Rustin sideline.
And the 25-second clock's not – I mean, it hadn't started.
They reset the clock to 40 after the helmet came off. Okay.
I guess it's like an injured player. You got to give them time to reset.
3rd and 2. That's number 10, Lander Smith, the fullback in at quarterback. Going to turn and hand it to the fullback. He's going to have the first down.
Oh,
and there's a flag from 69 who was getting it, just giving it to Butcher down the field. That's going to be a first down for the Bearcats, but it's going to back them up after the end of the play.
After the play, and 69 was just driving 21. But Neville defender did a good job of not retaliating.
Yeah, he just kind of sat back and took it. You know, Will Campbell used to get a lot of flags for just blocking people into oblivion. That time it was a legitimate excessive blocking.
No doubt about it, and it was way after the whistle.
All right, that's going to be a personal foul.
Oh, no way.
And they're going to say it offsets. Wow.
Man.
So a dead ball personal foul. That drew some boos from the Neville crowd.
Yeah, and it should.
So that's going to move the chains, and the ball is placed on the Neville 48. Wow.
Yeah, that's
Butcher was not retaliating.
No.
All right. Well, either way, 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. What's going on here?
I don't know.
Coach Tannehill's asking for an explanation from the official. He's like, run the clock. Clock is running. Now it's running.
Yeah.
Now it's running.
We're getting caught up.
A lot of confusion. Coach Ball is off the sideline for Rustin. I don't know where this crew is out of.
Coach Collins is
still have to be arguing that or the offsetting penalty call.
Or when the clock is supposed to start.
Now they got to reset the clock. Okay, so they've reset it to 4:18. Now it's running. Okay. 1st and 10, Rustin. Ball at the Neville 48. Brantley from the shotgun. He's going to look to throw out of it, and they've got him wrapped up in the backfield. Big sack by the Tiger defense all the way back to the 40. They're going to say his forward progress stopped at the 42-yard line.
I can't believe that they tried to throw the football.
That was Butcher, I believe, is on the tackle for the Tigers.
Yeah. And was it Wadley involved too?
Well, it was Butcher had him, and Wadley helped finish him.
It up.
So back to the 43-yard line is where they place it. 2nd down and 19 for the Bearcats. They look to throw again. Here comes a delayed blitz. That's going to be that's not going to be.
Throwing the screen.
The screen was there. Was zero was in there. They drop a flag.
Yeah, but zero.
But Hayes was there, and he didn't see him. The Tigers might get a break on this one.
Yeah, they called it.
They called it. Wow.
Rustin coaches are not
and they lost the down. That's the spot foul from the 31. That's going to back them up 5 yards and make this 3rd down and a long way.
Yeah, and look, we've seen this before. I believe it was 2020.
Yeah.
We've been here. So the Neville defense needs to know where the sticks are.
Tigers swapping to a three-man front, bringing in a nickel package.
Yep. And it's third down. They're saying second down on the chains over there, but I believe it was a loss of down.
It's going to step it off from the 31. It should go back to the 26. That'll make it 24, 25, 26, third and 36 for the Bearcats. But they didn't mark off the 5 yards.
No.
So third and 31.
Is that a spot foul? Like
it should be, yeah. All right, anyway, from the shotgun is Brantley. He's going to take it and run it himself, and he's going to be tripped up around the 42-yard line by Juju Burns. Gets a nice gain, but not a big gain. And with 3:15 to go, the Bearcats are going to have to punt this football away, play defense.
It's too far, obviously, to go for it. It's about 18 yards.
Do you think about faking this?
Yeah, I mean, nothing's – look, it's Neville versus Rustin. You don't know what they got up their sleeve, but you got to feel the punt here.
Reitzel sitting at his 25. Finley set to punt it away from his own 28. Snaps back. The punt is away. Jakeen just needs to get away from this one. He's going to call for the fair catch.
Oh, my gosh.
And it's going to go off of him. Now, do they call it? They're going to say it's Rustin's ball, but is somebody that close with him? They're going to say he wasn't allowed to give.
Yeah,
that's what the argument's going to be.
Yeah,
but
they didn't call the flag, though. So
there's no flag on the play, and Rustin has it.
The absolute worst thing that could have happened.
The sophomore comes up. Tannehill is still not happy. That's the same referee that has called the pass interference and the offsetting call back there. Not saying anything, but Tannehill,
you still got to catch.
Still got to catch the football.
Yeah,
got to catch the football.
Yeah.
So Rustin, let's see here on the replay. I mean, he's right on his front left shoulder.
Yeah.
All right, doesn't matter. Rustin has the football. The Tiger defense has to step up here. 1st and 10 Bearcats from the Neville 29-yard line.
Got a flag.
Now a delay a game on Rustin, and Ball's like, what's going on with this play clock?
Yeah, Neville did it coming out on one of their possessions. That looks like they got
they said they got a timeout before the play clock expired. That's going to be Rustin's first timeout, I believe, of the second half. So let's keep it here. Jason, as we go to Jason Ewing, our Marion State Bank sideline reporter, it's gotten kind of weird here in the fourth quarter.
He's going to need an escort out of here. And Tannehill and Collins are – I've never seen them this
well.
already.
But it goes back to you fair caught the ball.
Yeah, you got to
catch the football.
Or just get away from it.
Or just, get away from it. Know the situation. In the first half, you try to save yardage right there. But
here, we just need time.
It's 2:41. Let the ball bounce, let it go. You got to know the situation, and that comes off the sideline. Before you go out there.
Yeah, a young kid. He's a sophomore, but still, you got to know where
Neville Rustin.
It's Neville and Rustin.
It's it. I had a sick feeling when they punted it. I said, "Oh no," because they've been directional kicking it.
Yeah, they punted it right to it.
They punted it right to him. That was the only chance they had.
All right. Rustin back out after the timeout. Tigers trying to cling to a 3-point lead here at Bill Ruple. What a ball game this has been. Brantley under center now. Turns, hands it to Hayes. He's tripped up in the backfield. Nice play. Once again, Robert Graves III, who's had a big night.
Yeah, great tackle there for a short loss. Brings up second and about 11.
Yep. Loss of 1 on the play.
2:24 and counting.
Clock running.
They're in the shotgun again.
Brantley moves Hayes to his right side. They're going to go with a power. Brantley breaks outside. He's fighting for yardage. He's going to have a first down inside the 20 to the 16-yard line. And that was just a straight power run.
Run the quarterback power right there. And like I said, they found a niche. They're going hurry up.
They snap it quick. Brantley again is going to be tripped up. Inside the 10 to the 80 goes. That's a gain of about 9 on first down. Clock's running. 150 and counting. Rustin trying to go quick again. Now Brantley from the shotgun as well. They're going to do that quarterback power, and he is stopped. Is he going to be short of the first down? We will have to wait and see. They're going to stop the clock. No, they're not. They're going to keep running the clock. As they say, he's short about a half a yard. Third down and about a half a yard here. The ball is on the 7-yard line. Rustin trying to run some people in and out. Rustin can take their time. They've got a couple of timeouts.
Yep.
There's Breland Robinson coming in. Add an extra linebacker here, and now they got to run some people off. Here comes Cam Riley. He didn't get off. There's no flag. Rustin's going to have the first down inside the 5, and now with 1 minute to go, the clock stops as they move the chains, but the Tigers are going to have to start thinking about maybe taking some timeouts here.
Yeah, hey, we've been here before. We were right here with Evangel at the very, very beginning of the season.
Rustin going quick. They turn, hand it to the fullback. He's not going to have much, maybe a yard gain. It's going to be second down and goal, this time from the 3-yard line. Clock's running. Rustin's wanting to score with no time on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Now a timeout is taken by Rustin with 44 seconds to go. Okay, we got one more. Let's take one 30-second break. A 30-second break. We'll be back. We'll bring you the finish right after this message.
This is State Senator Stewart Cathy Jr., and 4 years ago, when you elected me, I promised to always fight for you in Baton Rouge. Fighting for what's right isn't new to me. I've devoted my life to serving my country and my community. It's been a privilege to serve you. Now, I humbly ask you to entrust me once again with your vote. Let's continue our mission of defending our shared values and advocating for a better future. Because honor and service aren't what people say, it's what they do.
We return to the Family Solutions broadcast booth. What a game we've seen here tonight, folks. Rustin, second and goal from the Neville 3. The Tigers trying to keep them out of the end zone. They lead by 3. Under center goes Josh Brantley. Going to turn and hand it. No, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be in for the score. Brantley takes it himself and punches it in from 3 yards out. And that brings an eruption from the Rustin side of the stadium. Tigers still have 38 seconds to go here. But as they await the extra point by Will Finley. Here's the snap. It's back. The kick is down. The kick is up. And it's good. A 4-point lead for the Bearcats. Their first lead of the ball game comes with 38 seconds remaining. And, man, we could look back on a couple of questionable calls on that deal, but the punt is what you're going to do.
That's the game.
That's the game.
And you got to be coached up to know the situation. Early in the game, you fair catch it. Right there, let it bounce, take it where it stands. All you got to do is run the clock out.
Whether or not they were in that halo but nevertheless, there wasn't a call made, and you got to come up and catch that football or get away from it.
That's it.
But either way, it's not over yet. 38 seconds to go, and the Tigers can have a better opportunity of a quick strike.
That's right.
Maybe than the Bearcats.
A.J. Allen scored in a game just like this to win it in the fourth quarter.
They're going to need a performance like that. The Tigers needing a touchdown as they trail by 4 here. That's Finley. They try a little pooch kick towards that sideline. It's going to be picked up around the 25 and forced out of bounds is the Tiger return man at around the 35-yard line. believe that might have been Vaughn. It was on that far sideline, the up back. Only 4 seconds ticked off the clock there. And now the Tiger offense has got to come up with something special. They got 2 timeouts and 34 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to have a big play. Somebody break a tackle and score against a very, very good Rustin defense. So, Neville has played their tails off tonight.
Yes, they have.
Against a really good football team in Rustin. Got to be proud of the effort so far. And, again, it's not over. 34 seconds left. This is, got to take advantage here on offense and try to put one in.
Zeeland, Young, and Vaughn split out to the near side. Back to pass is Fuller. They're going to throw it to Hanlon. He's got some running room. He's trying to get across the field. He reverts field, trying to get out of bounds, and he does. After all that, he's going to have a 1-yard gain.
Yeah.
It took 11 seconds off the clock. 23 seconds remain. They tried to sneak a little underneath route, a little comeback screen, and the Rustin defense had nothing of it.
Yeah, Rustin defense was playing soft, and Hanlon caught it and went across the field and was able to get out of bounds for a short gain.
Fuller, back to pass. This is going to be thrown out of bounds. He was looking for Zeeland.
Yeah,
and it's going to be 3rd down and 9 now for the Tigers.
We've had a hard time all night in the passing game blocking the edge guy. Number 22 just came off the edge free, and it's the way we're sliding the protection. I don't know exactly what happened there, but 22 was on a line coming straight to Fuller.
Yep, they go 4 wides now. They bring in Dumas as the added receiver. Rustin sneaking up the blitz. They're going to drop back a little bit. They throw it across the middle. Tipped by Zarek Heel. And now it's 4th down for the Tigers. With only 14 seconds remaining, the Tigers are going to take a timeout. They had the play they wanted. They looked for Vaughn, but a nice job by Hill of dropping back into coverage and getting a hand on that football.
Yeah, I mean, obviously passing down and 4th and 14 seconds here.
4th and 9 and 14 seconds to go. So that's the Tigers do have one more timeout left, but they've got to get a first down.
Yeah, it's
regardless.
It's either get the first down and get down, or call timeout to give yourself a chance to throw the Hail Mary, or if you catch it and you break a tackle, you got to score.
I'm looking at Thomas Campbell coming off the field. He wants to be out there as an added blocker here. But they're going to bunch receivers to the near side. Hanlon's going to be the lone receiver to the far side. Is Vaughn the first guy in there? I think he is. They've got Nichols in the backfield to help block for Fuller. Rustin shifts their coverage. They're going to throw it to Hanlon. And the ball, he had the first down, and they tried to do the trick play, and they're not going to get it. That's going to do it, as Hanlon kind of couldn't get the pitch out of his hand. Yeah. If he falls forward, he gets a first down. The Tigers have another one, but they were trying to get a little razzle-dazzle there to catch Rustin off guard. And really, if we watch this on the replay, I think they had it.
Yeah, they did.
There it is. Here comes.
Yeah, they did.
Just Hanlon just couldn't get the pitch, and
it's a very low percentage play, but it's one you got to run right there, and it's an unfortunate second half for the Tigers. If you're Coach Collins in the defense,
the Bearcats
deflated.
Yep, the Bearcats are going to kneel this one out, and they're going to escape with a 14-10 victory in what has been another classic here at Bill Ruple Stadium, a classic Neville-Rustin matchup. And you're right, though, the Tigers are going to be kicking themselves over this one.
Well, and defensively, you play like you played, against a team that's supposed to be better than you this year.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Rustin is a solid football team, and we played our guts out tonight defensively, and Coach Collins had a great game plan, and it comes down and special teams.
Yeah,
that's what won the football game for Rustin. Yep. And so hats off to the Neville defense. Offensively, we sputtered obviously in the second half. I don't know how much yardage we had in the second half. It couldn't be a whole lot.
Can't tell you it wasn't many. We ended up with 191 total yards. We had about 170.
Yes.
In the
30 yards in the
first
half.
Hey, let's go down to Jason Ewing. He's got Coach Tannehill.
Coach, defense especially played a hell of a ball game. You hate to see it get taken out of the kids' hands by a bad no call, if you want to call it, but kids played lights out.
They did. They played their guts out. We knew it was going to be this kind of football game. The ball just didn't bounce our way there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but all night long, coming in worried about matching their intensity. They knew they were going to be big up front, but the Tigers definitely stood up and stood the ground, and if not more. So positive things. Hate the loss, but positive things moving forward.
Yeah, well, we know we're a really good football team, and we can move on from this. But this is just a heartbreaker. When you play your guts out, and it just hurts to lose one like this.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Coach Tannehill. Robert, this was all night. It seemed like it was Neville's night until it wasn't.
Yeah. It's a matter of having awareness and coming up and making the plays. Rustin made the plays when they had to, and Neville didn't.
Yeah.
That's what it came down to. When you're evenly matched like this in a great rivalry, that's what it comes down to. We've seen it. It's been 4 years in a row now.
Yeah.
And so, great game, and that's the way this game's supposed to be. And it was a Louisiana high school football. That's what it was tonight.
5 years, a total of 17 points has decided these football games the past 5 years. Real quickly, Jay Traylor's been just tapping all these stats in. The stats provided by our good friends at NetTech IT Services. First downs, Rustin ended up edging the Tigers 10-9 in that one. Rustin only had 180 yards of total offense to Neville's 191, but a lot of those yards coming there in the last couple of drives for Rustin. They get their only two scores there in the second half. 145 yards on the ground for the Bearcats to 99 for Neville, and Rustin turned it over 3 times. The Tigers didn't turn it over once. Yeah. Tigers took advantage of it, but really couldn't get a lot of, consistency offensively against this very stout Rustin defense.
Yeah, when you play in a team like Rustin that's so good defensively and coached up, you got to maximize every possession, and you also have to win the kicking game. And Neville lost the kicking game tonight. And that was a turnover, not by the offense, but special teams. Yep. And that makes a huge difference in games like this. And unfortunately, it fell on us tonight, and we lose 14-10 in a hard-fought game. But it's a respectful loss. I don't know if there is one. You don't ever want to lose, but that's what this game is. There's got to be a winner and got to be a loser. It's so evenly matched going back, 92 meetings?
Yeah.
Straight meetings. So this just adds to the rivalry. This is a great game and an unfortunate loss for the Tigers.
All right, big week next week. Tuesday, there's the LHSAA vote. We'll figure out how the playoffs are going to shake out, or at least have a better picture by next Friday night. But next Friday night, we will be back here at Bill Ruple Stadium. It's homecoming as Peabody comes to town, and a lot of stuff going on up here at the school all week. We'll be back at Melvin's Wednesday night for Tiger Talk with Coach Jeff Tannehill, as we are. That's going to be at 6:30. For everybody that put this thing together, we got Dylan and Sean on Brian and Garrett on the cameras. Janae helping us out with the replay. Vaughn was helping us out with some graphics, as well as Keegan. Jay Traylor on the stats. Jason Ewing on the sidelines. Will Anders punching all the buttons for us here. Justin back at the Sunday 98.3 studios. And Robert Lane here in the booth with me. We're going to toss it back to Sunny 98.3. If you want some more scores, check in with Big Dave Robinson and Puffy on Rock 106 right after this. Final score, Rustin 14, Neville 10. We'll be back on the air next Wednesday. Good night, everybody.